up, Backstretchers?
We're live at Earl Ramey Racing Engines in Mooresville, North Carolina.
Way down the highway from us this week. Yeah,
Yes, we are, and I got to share this stuff over.
yeah, you do. I'm trying to find the live here on Facebook, guys. So just give us a second here. We have plenty of guests tonight, and we've got it going on tonight.
Absolutely, and like I said, you can catch us live on the Backstretch on Facebook, or you can go to the YouTube channel. It's on the Backstretch on YouTube. Also, the website on thebackstretch.com. You can pick up the live video there in just a few minutes as soon as I get it turned on.
Yeah, that's what I'm actually doing so I can see comments. We don't have the big TV tonight, so there we go. There it is, right there. I'm on it. I'm on it, Big Daddy. All right, there we go. Now I gotta turn the volume down. Let's see. I don't know how to turn the volume down.
Should be at the top somewhere.
Oh, there it is. There.
Function.
There. I got it. All right, guys. So we're here at Earl Ramey Racing Engines here in Mooresville, North Carolina. Like Nick said, we have got a star-studded lineup for us tonight. Earl Ramey himself in the house tonight. We have Zach Tate in the house, Chris Joyce, Randy Fox, Mike Abner, Jason Walls,
Teddy Musgrave.
Teddy Musgrave Jr. Wow.
I'm sure we'll forget somebody.
Yeah, they're all outside there.
Dan Brewer.
Who?
Dan Brewer.
Dan Brewer.
Troy
Who?
Lemons.
Troy Lemons.
Lewis.
Lewis. Oh,
Loomis.
okay. And the little man sitting here beside us here, his name is Braxton Cade.
He got it.
I got it right, didn't I? I've been calling him Cade all afternoon. But we're going to get into Braxton here just as shortly. We got to pay some bills, though, real quick. They're asking where the famous Earl Ramey's at.
World famous Earl Ramey.
Yeah. And we got some Troy Loomis fans in the house. Ty Holt Northern. Ty should have come tonight.
Yeah, we just right down the road.
Yeah, just right down the road from him. J.R. Davis in the house tonight. Hope everybody's having a great night. I gotta figure this out here.
Says Davis Racing's in the house tonight.
Yeah,
I didn't see him.
Yeah, got a bunch of people going on in here tonight. But want to thank a few people before we get started here, because this may turn into a good one here. I believe it's going to be a good one.
I might have to turn it so you can see.
I can see.
Well, you're on a little delay there, Slim.
Oh, am I really? Well, I can't see it from there either. I'm blind.
I'm talking about the sponsors who pop up.
Oh yeah, yeah. I do need sponsors.
Gotcha.
All right. You ready?
You ready?
I'm ready whenever you are. Andrew's Mowing and Landscaping. Andrew Langford, also driver of the 604 late model. Anything you need done, mowing, landscaping. He was our spotlight sponsor last week. Super cool guy. I hope everybody got to see that one. 336-624-8357. He can hook you up with anything you need.
Stokes Apparel. That's first place merch with Travis Lawson out of Stokes County for all your apparel needs. Give it a shout out on Facebook at Stokes Apparel on Facebook and stokesapparel.com.
Joey Smith with JBS Builders out of Water Cove, North Carolina. If you need a deck, shed, I don't know, outhouse, whatever you need built, give Joey a call, 336-712-6049.
NRS Race Going for all your scoring and transponder needs. We'll be at Friendship Motor Speedway July 30th. Also be at East Lincoln. Was with Speedway last week.
Yep.
You can check them out on Facebook. It's NRS Race Scoring.
And the man himself, the spotlight sponsor of the night, Earl Ramey Racing Engine out of Mooresville, North Carolina here. Also a Maximum Oil dealer and Profab dealer. Excuse me, it's Profabrication. You're not running Earl Ramey Racing Engines, you're getting lapped. I mean, that's simple, right?
Simple as that.
So you better come see Earl for your horsepower.
Violence Horsepower at Randy's Custom Letting out of Walnut Cove, North Carolina. Check out Randy and Chris for all your vinyl and decal needs, or give them a call at 336-591-9301.
Gann's Race Cars and Parts out of Med-Ed, North Carolina. And Too Fast for U Embroidery, also out of Med-Ed, North Carolina. One of the oldest parts dealers out there. Go see Pat Phillip and Cambridge and Big Al and Tangent for all your embroidery needs.
Tate Logging Firewood out of Low Gap, North Carolina. That's the hillbilly of Zach Tate. For all, if you need your timber cut or firewood for the winter, give them a call at 336-757-6706.
And our friends at R&B Enterprise in Madison, North Carolina, Ricky and Dustin Brim for all your automotive needs. Now selling cars. 336-427-7425. All right.
Now the bills are paid.
I'm not getting all the comments. I don't think.
You may not.
Yeah, I don't think I'm getting all the comments. But anyway, Braxton has already got a comment. Mimi loves you.
Yep.
All right, guys. So this is Braxton Cave. Braxton runs outlaw carts, right?
Yep.
Okay. Braxton, for the people that don't know you, man, tell them a little bit about yourself, buddy.
I run mini sprints, outlaw carts at Millbridge Motor Speedway, and I finished pretty good last year in the points. When I'm outside of racing, I do baseball or play with my brother and sister, and what else do I do? I play video games.
You play iRacing?
Yep.
You like iRacing?
Yep.
Nick he plays iRacing. I used to be into it a whole lot.
Mhm.
You have to get in there with Nick and the guys sometimes to run with them, man. Yeah. So what grade are you in?
Going into 5th this year.
5th grade.
Mhm.
And already driving the race car.
Mhm.
Man, when I was in 5th grade, I was picking boogers and eating them. I mean,
That sounds like my brother.
Not much has changed.
yeah, Turbo's my
That
hero.
sounds like my brother and my sister.
So, what kind of cart do you run, man?
A mini sprint outlaw cart.
A mini sprint?
Uh-huh.
What is there a chassis name to them or
A minicon.
a what?
A minicon.
A minicon. Is that now? I used to race go-karts, and I don't know if it's anything like it. I used to run Phantom.
Yep.
So is that a Phantom chassis or?
Yep.
Okay, so Phantom makes those. And you run at Millbridge every Tuesday night
And Saturday.
and Saturday. So you're a 2-day dealer.
Uh-huh.
I hear you, man. What kind of motors do you run?
Briggs 206 motors.
And I was talking to your dad earlier. It seems like that's kind of a good deal, man. I mean, you don't have to prep tires on those, and the tires are already prepped.
No, they're not prepped.
Well, not prepped, but I'm sorry. Get me right. Straighten me up. I don't.
They're not prepped. They're just regular slip tires with no prep.
Okay, cool. That's a cool deal. So how fast you guys run?
25, I think.
Oh, wow. So y'all
I'm
kind
not
of good.
sure.
So you're kind of good at lap times around Millbridge. As far as racing goes, man, where would you like to, what's your main goal in racing?
To win the championship.
So do you want to drive something else other than a mini, outlaw
Yes.
sprint, or what else would you like to? What would you like to move up to? It could be a better question.
A micro sprint.
A micro sprint.
Mm-hmm.
So eventually, in your racing career,
Mm-hmm.
how far do you want to go? For instance, I wanted to be a Lucas driver, okay, but I got fat. I couldn't do it one day anymore. So, what I wanted to run a super late model. What's your ultimate goal?
to be fast and win a lot of races.
But what kind of car would you like to drive? Modifieds, super late model, crate late model.
Great late
NASCAR.
model.
You like to go with crate late model racing?
Mhm.
Okay. Crate late model is I've got a couple of friends, that live around us. And Jameson McBride, I don't know if you've ever heard of Jameson. And Dalton Jacobs, they're young men, but I say young men. They were young men when they started.
I think Jameson was
12,
12 or 13
he
when he
was 12
started.
years old. And there's Teddy Musgrave Jr. in the house. Go Pack Go. Give me a Go Pack Go. That's right. Jameson McBride, he was 12 years old. And he was driving a 602 late model. So, you got a few years to go yet. But, hey, you'll get there, man. So, where can if somebody on here wants to find you, where can they find you at on the internet?
Tate Family Racing.
I'm sorry,
Tate Family Racing.
Cade Family Racing, and you got a Facebook page, is that right? Okay.
And you'll see my uncle and myself on there.
Okay. So your uncle races.
Uh-huh.
What does he race?
Mini from flat cart.
Okay. Well, that's cool. So it's a family deal.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So your dad don't race anything there?
He used to.
Yeah. What your dad race?
I don't remember.
Tricycle. He used to run tricycle. He was good. I remember I outrun him on my big wheel a couple times.
I can still outrun him.
Oh,
But not on foot.
that sounds like a challenge, Dad. Yeah. So we're actually we got some race cars, and your race car is outside, and later on we're actually gonna go out and we're gonna take a look at it. Okay.
Yep.
So you want to go? You got some sponsors or something you want to say?
Yep. Earl Ramey Racing Engines. Mike Gann. Gatton's Towing. Napa Grease Monkey. Compton's Welding. Power Max, PRC, and that's it.
Okay. So you got quite a few sponsors. Nick can probably. I can't see all the comments, okay, but I know there's a couple of comments for you on there that I can see, but I can't see.
Okay. Jeffrey Ryerson says, woohoo. Dustin Sprouse says, Earl Ramey builds awesome motors. I have one. Travis Lawson says, stickers for everybody. Jeffrey Ryerson says, keep digging, Braxton. Haley Marie's in here, says, hey, y'all. Austin Compton says, little wheel man.
And Stephen Padilla said y'all up in my neck of the woods, and he could have came over here.
He could have.
Yeah. So get in your truck, Stephen, and come on. But Braxton. I said, right. It's Braxton.
It's Braxton.
I want to call you Cade so bad I can't stand it. But Braxton, you're the. I just want to let you know, man. Super proud of you, dude. I just met you tonight. But you're the future of our sport, dude. And we appreciate everything you do, man. Just keep your head down, stay with it, buddy.
Thank you.
And and good things will come.
Thank you.
All right. And I wish you the best of luck in your future.
Yeah.
And I'll definitely be looking at your Facebook page, keeping up with you, man. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Thank you so much for coming on, man.
You're welcome.
I appreciate you. Now go get you one of them good hamburgers.
Okay.
All right. You want to be next?
I guess.
All right. All right. Now, Nick, you want to give the introduction?
I'll do it again.
He said he done switched over to the convertible.
Yeah.
He says you just got the chrome package. We've got Dan Brewer in the house.
He really don't need an introduction, does he?
Not really.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dad.
I don't know about all that. I my age, I can't forget who I am sometimes. You know what I mean?
You're about like me then. I forget mine.
He's been around long enough.
He has.
Everybody knows who he is.
I don't know if you followed the show or whatnot. 311 Speedway is our home track.
Yeah.
It used to be our home track.
Yeah, and Dan drove for Bonoggin for a while.
But Dan drove for Bonoggin for a
That's,
while.
I drove for them boys for a long time.
Yes, you did.
I almost consider 311, probably one of my home tracks actually.
And you've been to a bunch of racetracks.
Yes.
So for the people that don't know, and I don't know who wouldn't know, go ahead and introduce yourself and tell them a little bit about yourself.
Okay. I'm Dan Brewer. I'm originally from Iowa. I started racing late models in 1985, and I've raced late models ever since. Drove sprint cars a little bit, did a little bit of pavement racing. Semi-retired several times, but I've always kept racing. And currently, I manage GoPro Motorplex out here in Mooresville. So on the racing side with the go-kart, getting the kids going and things like that, I'm involved with that. I've been out to Millbridge, helped those people. I think a lot of that program out there to get the youth going.
Right.
But at my age, I'm also trying to show that you don't have to quit when you get up above the age of 30.
That's right. That's right. Here recently, I know you drove Earl's Super Late Model Friendship. Is that right, or Charlotte?
Actually, at Gaffney.
Yeah.
Yep. We ran a WOO race down there, and I hadn't been in a super late model in about 10 years. Earl's equipment, that car is way better than I was.
Oh,
I'm telling you, wow. I was excited. I very much appreciate the opportunity. I wish I'd have gave it a little better shape, but I very much appreciate Earl does the motors in. I'm driving Mike Gatton's living the late model right now. Earl does the motors,
right.
and I'm not lacking on engine. I can tell you that. Car, we're running Longhorn. Car's as good as anything. Right now, the problem is getting the old driver to straighten things up a little bit. But I'm on the way back. I'm going to show people that I'll never be great, but I can be better than I am. How's that?
Well, I'll tell you what. I remember you back in the day. I was kind of a younger fella myself back in the day. But I can remember you could get around 311 pretty darn good. So
I actually 311 is the one place before my dad passed away, and my dad was a big part of my racing career. So one of the last races my dad got to attend before he passed away was a big show, a 20,000 to win at 311.
Yep.
And Bloomquist and I started on the heat race side by side. And for 12 laps, I beat the best in the country. So I was so proud that he got to see me do that, and it was exciting. And it was only a heat race, feature time. I think Bo Noggin's car, I think we broke a rear end or something. But it's always exciting. 311 is one of my favorite races.
Yeah. So you're doing a little racing now. Where are you traveling a little bit with
We are.
Mike and everything?
Yeah, we're running the Blue Ridge Outlaws, or actually, I'm running the Steel Block Bandits.
You're a bandit.
Yeah. I'm a little bit of all of it, though. I will tell you, I don't favor one series. A few years ago, we won some races with the Blue Ridge Outlaws. I haven't won anything with the Bandits yet. I plan on it. I plan on showing them when we go to Bulls Gap that I'm back in the seat and ready to do battle. And Earl's got me the motor that I need, and I'm finally going to straighten myself up and show them.
There you go.
But yeah, it's the Steel Block Bandits that we're running this year. I support all the racing series out there because the more there are, the better it is for all of us. And I'm here to support the sport.
Absolutely.
Motorsports in general, not just one series.
Absolutely. And there's plenty. Jason Walls, he's out there. He's got his thing going. Blue Ridge, Steel Block Bandits. I mean, it's great. Like you say, for the sport and everything. I know Friendship's got a few of the. That's pretty much our home track now. Is Friendship, and I know we really wanted to see them. The Bandits there the other week, and
Rain got us.
Yep.
No, that's a huge disappointment for us too. We actually got tore up on Friday night, and Mike and the guys, they worked all night to get that car ready. Ricky put in a bunch of hours. everybody did a bunch of work, and then of course we got rained out.
Yeah.
I was really hoping they could get that show rescheduled. I don't think it's going to happen, but I'm still hoping it does because again, I love the people at Friendship. I've raced there a lot in my career as well. Wish we could get back there.
Absolutely. So,
How about getting dirt racing?
The what?
How about getting dirt racing?
Yeah, if you ask Earl how he got in dirt racing,
yeah.
I got Mr. Ramey started in dirt racing.
Oh, really?
So he's told me he's going to beat me like something over it. But I look at all these pictures and things on the wall, and I think he should be pretty proud of what he's got going on here. So I think I steered him in the right direction. Don't
Yeah,
you think, Earl?
yeah. I think he did.
I think he did.
I actually bought my first dirt car with David's car.
Oh, really?
We were in the same shop together.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how I got started in dirt.
Look, what your ass doing sitting over there? You should be over here talking with us.
Probably can't hear you, but
Yeah.
you're talking.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
Brian Freeze says, Freeze says, hey, Dan. Yeah.
Brian.
But I did used to beat Danny all the time.
Did you really? Did you drive? Oh, you drove modified though, right, Earl? You drove late model. Did you
I know.
really?
Whoop his ass.
Is that what you called it?
Yeah.
Chris Carter's
He
in here
only got
watching.
escorted out of racetrack all the time.
Out of each racetrack one time, maybe.
Okay.
Oh, well, baby.
Oh, we had a lot of good times back in the day, though, that's for sure.
That's what that was going to be my next question. Back when you was running with Bonoggin and everything, what do you think about how the sport has evolved? The cars itself has evolved.
I'm telling you, you have to be on top of this stuff nowadays. And not that you didn't before. I mean, the cream always rise to the top.
Yeah.
But there is so much technology out there, the engine packages. You have to be with the right people. You have to be constantly looking at what's changing, and you have to be on the forefront of things with shock packages, with engine packages, with everything. Because again, it's and no offense to the previous time, because it's different. It's just
absolutely.
the technology is more readily available for people today,
Yeah.
so it's made everybody that much more competitive.
It is. And they say, in crate racing, you guys in the Bandit Series, Blue Ridge Outlaws, y'all kind of a little different than the crates because crates is supposed to make everything equal. But with the Bandit Series, y'all pretty much wide open with stuff you can do with the shock packaging and motor packaging and stuff like that. Right?
Yeah. It's not, the engine package definitely has some rules. It's
Yeah.
not wide open like the World of Outlaws or Lucas Oil or something. However, the rest of the car is the same as World of Outlaws or Lucas Oil. And if you look like at our feature last Friday night, lap time wise, I mean, there's 0.2 of a second covers 10 to 15 cars, where in previous days, first through third might be 0.2 apart.
Yeah.
Now it's 1 through 10.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just that many more people on top of the game. And you've got, heck, I see a world famous profab guy sitting over there. And if you don't have good headers and things on the car,
Yeah.
that you're missing the boat.
That's exactly
Right?
right.
So it's having all these people and all these tools in your pocket
Yeah.
that get you where you need to go.
Because there's always somebody there that's going to have that slight little edge.
Somebody's going to have the right combination.
Somebody's going to have the right combination. Well, I know for a fact, I never got to see the Steel Block Bandits run except one time at 311 2 years ago.
Yep.
Was it 2 years ago? And, excuse my language, but it impressed the hell out of me. It was pretty much, if you're a Superman, you that's as close to super as I've seen. So, hats off.
Again, I've ran a lot of different stuff through my days. I ran the World Outlaws with Earl's car last year. I won the Neesmith. I was 2011, national champion in the crate thing. So I've done the crate thing.
Yes.
Ran the Carolina Clash for years. Have a Tampa Series.
Yeah.
USAC back in the day. And these guys, that Steel Block Bandit Series is as tough of racing as there is in this country. I'm telling you, it's just as tough to go racing with Willie Milliken and Dustin Mitchell and them guys as it is to go run a Lucas Oil race.
Oh,
it's just as tough.
It's funny because when I I watch World of Outlaws and Lucas or something, and your name, and you're, I know him, I know him, you know. So that's pretty cool, you know. And they're now you're sitting beside me, so I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy.
No, I'm a nobody. You know what?
Whatever.
I consider myself. I've been the luckiest nobody in the world because for a guy that doesn't really do any better than I do to still be racing after as many years as I have, I can't believe it.
Hey.
I just can't believe Mike Gatton is that I'm fortunate enough to have people work with me and still want to do that. That Earl was generous enough to ask me to fill in for Derek.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm the one that's not worthy. I mean,
No.
every day I wake up, I know I'm like, I can't believe I got to do this. Well, you know what? When I go to my grave, they can't say that I didn't have a good time and I didn't try that the best, and I got to race against the best in the country my whole life, and I know I'm a very fortunate guy.
Absolutely, and and it's funny you say it because I feel the same way. You know, Earl and all these guys that believe in us and supported us from day one. Me and Nick, it makes you feel great. But a couple more questions. I want to know. You pretty much told me your favorite racetrack, but now 3 of them's gone. What's your favorite racetrack now? Whitful.
Yes.
He was just at
I was there
Whitful the other night.
Saturday night.
Most memorable moment.
Outrunning Scott Bloomquist with my dad there.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it's a heat race, but you know what? It was one of the last things my dad got to see, and my dad was a racer. He drove my backup car less than 30 days before he passed away.
Oh, wow.
And he was sick, made the race, made the Carolina Clash race at 311 Motor Speedway, as a matter of fact.
Uh-huh.
And other people went home. He raced. He hadn't been in a race car in 10 or 15 years himself. So, you know, I might be more proud of watching him do that than that race.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, that's probably it.
No doubt. Have any comments, Nick?
Just had to. Brian Freeze with Hey Dan, Talking Circles with Chris Carter says, love y'all wore the on Backstretch shirt when I announced at Rockingham, and he's going to wear it again tomorrow on his podcast. Alan Sands says, which is Big Al from Gann's Race Cars and Parts. He says, hello, guys.
Well, before I let you go through your sponsors, because I know you got a few of them, I want to know, man, I want to go to the GoPro Motorplex. Can fat boys ride the go-kart? That's what I want to know.
We have, yes, they can.
I want to race, man. We're going.
We've got a big cart for big guys.
Okay.
And I'll get that thing tuned up and ready because I'm telling you, you know, Justin Marks. It's another thing I'm fortunate to be involved with. It's an awesome place. If you've never been to GoPro,
I've never been.
You've got to come out there and check it out. I'm going to put together a dirt night.
Oh, yeah.
You know, for all the dirt racers to get out there, and we'll see who can do what.
Look, if you get me a fat boy cart, you got to give me at least 5 extra horsepower to pull me around so I can outrun him.
You know,
about 30.
Everybody always asks me to give them the quickest cart, so I'll make sure you get the quickest cart.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Dad.
You too, Earl. You too. I won't forget you too.
Yeah. Oh, he says
He's I won't need it.
He's cocky, right?
That's right. Raw talent will get it there.
Yeah, that's right. Well, Dan, I know you have a lot of sponsors, man. You want to go through your sponsors?
Sure. Obviously, Mike Gatton, Gatton's Towing. I mean, again, I can't believe how lucky I am for their support. Cabarrus Gymnastics, Bill Stein Shocks, Ramey Racing Engines, Longhorn Race Cars. Again, everybody that supported me through the years, it's just, it's been phenomenal. I'm going to keep doing this stuff until nobody will let me hang around anymore. I'm really interested in watching these young kids. I'm telling you, that's the future of motorsports right here.
You see that fat red-headed kid out there?
Yep.
He sucks, but he's getting there.
Big Deborah.
Shoot. I'm telling you, you know what? I know it's fun chasing those kids around, though, but I do appreciate all the people that help us get to the racetrack. Todd, Ricky, I mean, the guys that put that car underneath me and put sweat and effort into it. I can't believe it, again, that they're crazy enough to let me drive it because all I seem to do is tear things up.
Oh, well, that happens.
That once in a while.
That happens. Oh, well. Mike's
See, at least the car owner's laughing.
yeah, right. But Dan, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Get to sit down and talk to you and meet you, man.
I appreciate it, guys. I do appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you at the racetrack next Steel Block Bandits race. Right?
Absolutely.
Like I said,
Absolutely.
depends on where we're at. Like I said, we have friendship every other week because I do the scoring there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So kind of depends on how the schedules work
We're
out.
supposed to have a race at 311. I hope that
I
happens.
hope it
'Cause,
happens.
again, that's my home stomping
Yeah,
ground.
yeah. So if it happens, we're gonna put you on the pole.
That's it.
There you go, man.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you so much.
Thank you, guys.
And we're coming to the GoPro,
Oh,
and I'm gonna outrun him.
and you know what? If you come out to GoPro, come see me. Tell me you saw it on the podcast. I'll hook you up.
All right, there you go, brother. Thank you, Dad.
Yeah,
Good
Thank you,
luck for
sir.
the rest of the year, man.
thank you.
We're gonna be pulling for you. Who we got next? Oh Lord,
Oh
Jesus.
Lord!
There goes our.
Oh God.
Don't get him started.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you can't beat a bride, you gotta beat a bridesmaid, I reckon.
Oh, man.
Everybody knows. Does he even need an introduction?
They might not know his real name.
Yeah,
It is Big Deborah,
He's big there.
but it is Big Red. Chris Joas.
Yeah, some other thing. There was a guy. I always mess with Chris, and people watching. You know, they don't know this, but I was up in the tower one night. I had to announce at 311, and everybody loves Chris. I mean, Chris has no, except this one. Except this one guy. Every lap, he would give Chris the finger.
Every lap.
Every lap.
But when was he giving me the finger?
When you was leading.
There you go.
He was telling you he was number one.
That's how much that guy matters.
Yeah.
Jeff Barnacastle says the legend.
The legend, that's right.
No.
Thank you, Walter Spence, for the prayers. I appreciate it. We're not going to talk about prayer. I always need prayers, don't get me wrong, but we're not going to talk about some sad stuff
He
tonight.
just said
We're having too good of a time.
Well, you
What
know.
has been going on with you, buddy?
I've been playing a lot of Xbox, playing with my kids, letting my wife watch me, normal husband stuff.
Yep.
He's waiting for about October when the Christmas trees come back.
Christmas trees come back in October.
Do they really?
They come back in October, and the ice cream this year. I didn't get none.
Dude,
I didn't get none.
we made our own. You
Yeah.
can make it, man. It's easy.
It's not as good.
It's not. It's not as good.
But the snow cream,
Oh,
I'm trying to remember who makes it. Have you ever had any of it?
Snow
You
cream.
can buy it at Buy Right. It's the plucked Buy Right. So if y'all are watching, I'm your man.
yeah.
On Highway 65 in Stokesdale.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, that's the stuff.
Well, just hang out then.
I've pretty much been hanging out, waiting for races local, and I don't think we get to race much local this year, but I love it and I have fun, and going with the Mid-East stuff and doing some of that. Going to Fayetteville, going to Cherokee this weekend, so I really look forward to racing with those guys. I mean, I'm used to being local, and to be able to run with like Brian Mullis and stuff. And
Oh, yeah.
Rogerio. I like running with those guys because that's who everybody considers big stuff, and I want to outrun them. So,
Nick, I don't mean to cut you off. Are we locked up?
Nope, I'm good on my end.
Okay, I'm locked up on this. But anyway, that's all.
you've been locked up ever since I sat down.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's missing a big red blob right there.
Yeah, it sure is.
Oh no, there it is. That's my face.
That's you.
You're good.
Yeah. Okay.
Alan says, can someone please get me an autograph?
I got you, Alan.
What's Chris wants autograph?
Please says.
It's not worth nothing. I've been signing so many of them to my kids.
You're gonna have to do that comment. I'm locked up. Oh,
Refresh the page, you'll be all
I
right.
did, but did that one.
Kevin Powell isn't it?
Jim Powell, yeah.
Kevin Powell.
Thank you, plug there. Yep, I got an exit page. Marketplace. I'm gonna play that. Oh well.
You'll be all right.
We haven't been racing at Friendship in the past month and a half.
Yeah. June 4th is our last race.
June 4th. So, I don't think you've been in a race car since then, have you?
Nope.
So,
Can you fit,
I've
Steve?
watched a lot to where it is so irritating.
What's it? Can you still fit in it? If you try to get in it?
I've actually probably gained about 10 pounds, so left side's getting a little heavy. But it was heavy before, so we're really not even worried about that.
I don't know, but I've seen somebody back the race car up earlier today. I don't think he even got in it.
No, that was Jordan.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I know the plans, but Well, I tell you what. First of all, before we get into that, tell people about you that don't know you over here, man. Because there is some people in here that don't know you. So just tell them about you.
There ain't really a lot to know about me. I mean, I'm pretty much an open book. My name's Chris Joyce. I drive number 17 602 late model. For my dad, I don't know nothing. Just want to go ahead and throw that out there because I can afford the tires on the thing.
Daddy's money.
Daddy's money. That's exactly right. That's just me. I mean, racing 311 Arat, Friendship, Fayetteville, raced to Charlotte. Just had a good time. Travel around just a little bit. Try to stay pretty close to home. So.
You know what? That's another racetrack I miss Arat.
I miss Arat a lot. That was a driver's track.
That was a driver's track.
Didn't matter if you had a 2017 Longhorn or a 2008 Rocket.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean,
I love it.
All right. Well, what's the plans, man? I know you got some plans this coming up weekend.
Yeah, we're planning on going to Cherokee. Hopefully, weather and stuff's good for that because we're not gonna make it haul if it's bad. But planning on going to Cherokee. I'm thinking about running North Wilkesboro. We'll probably go back to Charlotte this year, and really just want to run a couple of these Mid-East races. Every race of Friendship we're gonna be there if we can.
Yeah.
I love that place. That's my home track.
Mr. Cole had and his crew up there, top-notch facility. I can't say enough about that place.
I know.
From being dirt track on these coasts.
And it's nothing against the people who had it before Mitchell, but when we come back that first week, Mitchell had it. All the walls was painted, asphalt was cleaned up.
Yeah.
They've really done a great job of that place. And it looks like the every other week thing is working out for them too because they've got the biggest car count in North Carolina at least.
We've had 140 cars every week.
It's been between an average of 100 to 140 cars every week.
I've not raced. The least cars I raced against was 20.
Yeah.
And I mean, 2 years ago we were lucky to have 10.
Right.
So,
Exactly. So it's a good crowd, and I'm glad. But man, I sure am missing what races. Haven't won one this year, dude. That's hard to believe. I cannot believe we're sitting here. And look, real quick before. I want everybody, do not leave. If you've done the interview or whatever, please don't leave. I want to get a big group photo of everybody, okay? So, I'll cut you off. Yeah, boot you. No,
Yeah.
But really, I cannot believe I'm sitting here talking to Chris Joyce, and you have not won a race this year, man.
I think that just goes to show how good it goes to show how good the class has got. Really, like I said, 20 cars a night, and people getting in the class. I have been up front every time. Thank the Lord for that.
I think your worst finish is third, right?
My worst finish is third this year.
You've podiumed every race you've been to.
Yeah,
I've never been to Fayetteville, so that was super surprising to me.
If I'm not mistaken, you're leading points right now.
Friendship?
Yeah, Friendship.
Don't mention the P word.
Yeah, well, but it is what it is. Technically, we only got 5 more races at Friendship.
There's only 3 more for us before October, the big race.
Right. So, you could say our season's winding down.
Season is definitely winding down with Friendship.
That's hard to believe. It's July, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
when you're like me, we're used to racing 25 to 30 times a year.
Yeah.
At least.
I know you raced a lot last year.
Dude, I'm sitting there at the house just,
Please, let's race.
Look, keep it clean, man. Keep it clean. This is family show. Okay?
I'm sorry. It ain't always family with me.
Yeah. But I know.
That might be the biggest lie you ever told on the show.
Yeah.
It's always family.
Yeah.
That's my wife.
Yeah. Now, I know. You went to. I don't think we've had you on here since you went to Fayetteville.
No.
Went to Fayetteville. Never seen your racetrack before. And put it outside pole, right?
Actually, I think I was third. I think qualified third. But they broke it up into 4 heat races, so I was the leader of the third heat race.
Yeah, you won your heat race.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. So, I mean, and then I think you're going back there again.
We'll definitely be going back.
So,
to Fayetteville.
You were strong down there, man. I mean,
dude, the track is exactly like Friendship. To me.
Never seen it finish second.
Yeah.
So,
No, I finished third.
who finished second?
Brian Mullis.
Who won?
Preston.
Preston won. That's right.
Preston won.
Yeah.
First time he'd been there.
See?
He at least got practice Friday night.
Yeah, he got practice Friday night.
Kids don't smoke as much crack as I did.
It was only this is family friendly. These kids don't know about it.
I can't remember stuff, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's family friendly, man.
Yeah, I forgot. Sorry. But I can't remember that far back. I can't hardly remember what I had for breakfast this morning.
I didn't get breakfast.
I
didn't
had
either.
I had a pecan pie while ago. Those were the days.
Really? Did you get a cheeseburger?
Hey, we
No,
have
not
fresh,
yet.
Oh yeah, we have fresh yet. We got it. We're gonna put it up there too.
My main objective was just to get my shirt dry.
Dude, you get your shirt on. It's been hot. Yeah,
What'd you
Earl
do
put
all
us in
day?
here with no AC, man,
What'd you do all day?
We've been here dynoing at Earl's.
all day.
Yeah, William Baldwin's been trying to find some horsepower, and Earl's been trying. So we're trying to come out swinging.
There you go, man. All right, who's on the car you want to say? Do we even have time? 'Cause we got like
Wade White says, my heroes. Hey,
your
what's
hero.
up, guys?
There he
He
is.
said heroes.
There-
He's more than one. There's 3 of us up here, so that leaves me out.
That leaves me out.
He keeps saying that.
Hey,
And I'm
man.
going to tell this story because I was at Whitford Saturday night in the tech shed.
Yep.
They was going to have driver's meeting. This woman walks up to me. She says, hey, are you the guy with the backstretch guy? I said, yeah, that's me. I'm the guy with the backstretch guy.
I'm the guy. He rides my coattails. That's what Nick.
So I've been riding this coattail for years.
Yeah.
I always get, hey, you Randy Joyce's son.
But yeah, she's just as serious as she can be. She said, you're the guy with the backstretch guy. I'm like, yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
He's famous
It's crazy.
He is.
I'm not famous. I'm
in
far
2
from famous.
states.
I am a nobody.
Yeah.
I'm nobody twice. So.
Oh, whatever, man.
That's right. So. I bet you could ask half these people here, they don't even know my name. So that's how famous I am.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, and we got a bunch of people.
Half the people in here sponsored the show.
I mean, hey,
He's
gotta
wrong.
sponsor greatness, man.
Um,
I got good sponsors.
I really want to give a shout out real quick if you can throw it up there. Earl fed us good tonight. Thank you for Earl and
Hey, dude,
Fresh Chef
Fresh
Restaurant.
that was pretty quick.
What?
yeah,
You got a little toolbox right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Want to thank Earl and
I like
Fresh Chef. They cooked us some hamburgers and hot dogs, and it was a spread, man. It was really, really good. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate that.
I'm getting ready to go eat.
Oh yeah, you gotta. That's right. You don't eat before you race.
Well, no, our thing is,
Or talk.
that even at home, I'm cleaning up food.
Oh yeah. So. All right, go ahead with your sponsors. I know you got a ton of them.
Earl Ramey, obviously. Earl's been there for me since we started doing the V8 stuff. I've got Freedom's Militia Gun Shop, Unlimited Services, Preferred Business Solutions, JBS Builders, MC Construction. I'm trying to remember my car right now, just to let y'all know. It's pretty rough.
It's sitting right there.
I can't see the top and the sides. But Max Stroke, Diesel Performance. Kevin's always kept our stuff top notch for Holland.
Yeah, he's in prison right now
Getting
getting
more neck tattoos. Yeah, he's got a lot of those.
Yeah,
It's only one, but you know.
Did
still
he
got it.
at least drive his Honda down there?
it's his,
He might have got his Honda with these 3 fenders.
his neck tattoo says I love Chris.
Yeah, it probably does. But I've got Joyce Body Repair, Harrison's Lawn Maintenance, Nelson Motorsports. Brad, he's always helped us, and I'm very thankful for Brad and his knowledge.
Brad's a good guy.
Yep. Number One Solutions. I don't know if I mentioned them or not. Got
Velocity.
Andy Hutchins with custom improvements on the other side. Neil's Towing, Velocity on the Backstretch. I don't know those ladies,
I don't
but
know them either.
they've been really good to me. All that money they gave us.
Don't cash your check.
Did I say Randy's Custom Lettering?
That's
Dad.
You didn't.
Okay,
It's on the screen.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Riddle Septic Solutions, Bobby's Garage. I don't know if I said Dunkley's Automotive, but Dunkley's Automotive, R&B Enterprise, Decked Out Donuts.
Oh man, they're good.
Yeah,
That boy likes dick that no.
yeah. Grillville. That's Terry Freeman and them. Let's see who else do I have. I'm missing the one under the right side. I'm gonna get hurt for this. Dude, I've not won any races. I've not had to remember them.
I know. Right? You should have wrote them down like you usually do. You did say Ramey, right?
I did say right.
Well,
yeah.
we'll let it go at that. If it's any more, you apologize.
I do want to say thank you to Gann's Racecars and Parks.
R&B
I did say R&B
He did.
Enterprise.
Enterprise.
But I do want to say thank you to Gann's. Phil's done a really good job at getting us anything we needed. BHR Fabrication. Let's see, I'm missing one. I do want to say thank you to William Baldwin today. He sat here and he sweat his junk off since 8:45 this morning. Huh? I've said all the instructions. Yeah.
Man's construction.
Absolutely. I do know who I forgot. Travis Lawson. Stokes Apparel. Yes, Stokes Apparel. He did a killer job on our shirts this year. And I was pretty happy with that.
No, I'm trying to make you sponsors.
Kevin Powell.
Kevin Powell for you?
No.
Checks in the mail.
He
Wearing
said,
a shirt though.
he said, is now.
That's right.
But really, if I didn't mention somebody, it's 100% my fault, and I'll take credit for that.
We'll get them next time.
It's terrible.
I'm sure there'll be a next time.
I mean, Dad's mentioning everybody all the time on Facebook, and that's one thing I can say about him. You know, it's almost like you don't just sponsor a race car; you sponsor somebody's life. You know, because he's out there putting them out on Facebook.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not a single person that can say he don't mention their name.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
not.
it ain't one. So he does a killer job.
Very few cars can say they ain't got rid of a couple others on it.
He does a killer job at saying, you know, our sponsors all the time and giving credit where it's due. Because we couldn't do it without them. I mean, it's just, it's so expensive to race. I mean, to be competitive. You can't just go out there. You know, it's hard for people to go out there with nothing unless they own a really big business or they've got some kind of backing somewhere. And we don't have all that. We got the small business, but, you know, that's definitely feeding the family.
Mother says that's the old George right there. He's looking good. So he said, "Go get him a Cherokee."
We're gonna try. I don't know what to expect. I think it's going to Cherokee. We're just hoping to finish the race and be able to bring the car home so we can run at Friendship next week.
There you go.
Chad McNeil says, "Hey, David, Little Red, and old Nikolai."
Yeah.
What it says? Nikolai.
Yeah.
Oh, what is this?
I want you to know, I'm one of your biggest fans. You know that.
He's talking to me.
No, I'm talking to you.
Well, I appreciate it.
You're one of my best friends. I love you.
Love you too, man.
And go win one. Fine. Go win one next week.
We're gonna try to win one. If everybody stays home, it makes it a lot easier.
Okay. Well,
Just throwing it out there.
I just want you to win one.
I'm gonna do it.
All right, buddy. Thank you for coming on, man.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you, sir.
And
I left that right there.
go get cheeseburger. Oh, yeah.
About Earl Ramey time.
Silent, Jesus Christ.
Thank y'all.
Guys, we're not getting to your comments as quick. We got a lot of people to go through, and we'll
Yeah.
get them up there as fast as we can.
Yeah. I can't
Those
see.
Keaton holders looking for some guy named Johannes.
Johannes? I know Johannes. Hey, I'm riding Johannes' coattail. So, well, we're waiting on a guest.
Earl Ramey's PRing out there.
Who we got? Who we got coming up now?
But if you want to shoot through something, we can go shoot through something real quick.
Oh, look who it is.
It's Theo.
Yeah, Theo. We've seen him on video. We haven't seen him in person, though.
Thanks to my wife for the
Yeah.
videos.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Teddy Musgrave Jr., ladies and gentlemen.
Let the lies begin.
That's right. Sipping on the Bush Latte.
This is Wisconsin water right here.
That's
Wisconsin
right.
water.
Well, in Wisconsin, this is what comes out right here.
That's Packard beer. I like that.
Good beer.
That's good beer. That's right. For one that don't know, tell them a little bit about yourself, Teddy.
Well, I'm 44 years old. I'm a Taurus. I drink beer.
No, we're not talking about Tinder. This ain't Tinder, man.
Oh, okay. My wife's I can't be telling her about my Tinder.
Oh, yeah.
Here she comes. Tighten up.
Oh, yeah. Tighten up, guys. Boss is here.
No, I like to race a lot. I know that.
Do
I don't
you?
know much about myself.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't get to do it much. Well, hopefully we'll change that here in the next couple of weeks. We're gonna head to Cherokee this weekend, and obviously we got the doubleheader at Friendship the weekend after that, and we may actually venture out, head out of state the week after that. We might go to Beckley.
Oh, yeah.
Been kind of kicking it around. It's a 10,000 win race. I've seen a couple of big Super Late model races on there.
Yeah.
I think it was XR or Flow or whatever. We got everything at the house. We watch it all every night. So
Yeah.
my wife probably gets sick of it.
Yeah.
I drag her out in the garage and we watch dirt racing. So
I know how that is. I do the same thing.
yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No.
Nothing else good on TV unless you like Joe Biden.
That's right.
we may venture up there. And like I said, we're kind of in a lull right now. We were going to race a few weeks ago and had a dually. The tire on the dually went flat. Everybody's yelling at me, "Oh, you need to change the dually tire and get to the track." Well, I was on the way there. I don't get there till about half hour before the drivers' meeting. So kind of just called it a night at that point. We're in Mooresville. We already had flat. We had an hour and a half to go. I'm like, we're done. This is good right here.
Yeah.
So, we loaded up, went back to the house that night, and then last week Cherokee ran our cars, and they had a 70 or 80% chance of rain that night. I'm like, man, I can't drive 3 hours to go on hot laps and load it back up. Like that was just didn't sound like a good plan to me. And lo and behold, it didn't rain. So them guys all got to racing that night, but so we got hopefully 3 weekends straight from that.
Yeah, well, that's good, man. Teddy drives the number 444, 604 late model. He travels around quite a bit. He wasn't 311 regular now. Now you're a pretty chip regular now.
Yep.
Like all of us.
We're kind of like glued into where we got to race now.
Yeah, we're like a family. Yep. If one moves, we all move.
Pretty much. Well, thanks to Jason. Like Jason starting seeing that there's a need for us to be able to move around a little bit. Jason started us a series this year, and I know I speak for myself or everybody else, but like we appreciate it because I don't want to run the same place every week. It's kind of fun to travel around, and it was a bummer this year, like the gas prices and the tire prices and the tire availability for that matter kind of locked us into where it was like sometimes you could go racing, sometimes you couldn't. I really was looking forward to going to Fayetteville.
Yeah.
And it's just it didn't pan out. I didn't have tires. I had like one new tire. I needed 3, and I couldn't get any. And I'm like basically begging people for a tire. I can't find nothing. I'm not going to go down there knowing Fayetteville's hard on tires with a right front and a left rear that are not what you need at that point. So
I've kind of lost track of the tire game. I mean, it's like, is there still a shortage of tires?
I mean, I feel like there is. I mean, I've got what I need to go to Gaffney this weekend, and I got what I need to go to Friendship next weekend, and about half of what I need to go to Friendship next weekend after that. But I mean, as far as I know, there is. I mean, you call around and nobody's got them. I had to actually, luckily, Bubba Pollard, who we built shocks for at Best Performance. Bubba is Clint Smith's cousin. Well, Clint Smith had some tires down there. Otherwise, I didn't have anything to even go run Friendship the last time we ran up there for the Mid-East Tour.
Yeah.
And they brought tires up from Georgia when they came to pick the shocks up. Actually, they're coming to chassis down on their asphalt car. And he brought me 2 tires just so I could go run Friendship.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy, man. I know Wales put it on Facebook that they got a load in a while back.
Yeah.
And me and Randy was talking. He's like, "We'll call them and see if they got any, and I'll send you up there." This is 10 minutes after they posted it. I call them up, sold out.
Yeah.
Sold out of tires. I'm like,
yeah,
that's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's a mess. I mean, honestly, I don't know what the answer is. I mean, there's really not an answer, but I mean, like when my dad raced in Wisconsin back in the day, they run 5 nights a week when he ran late models, and the Wisconsin guys kind of packed together and said, "Look, we're going to buy 1 tire over this," because it was like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday they run, and they said you can change 1 tire on the car. As drivers, we're all going to band together, and if anybody comes from Illinois or Iowa or to race and they show up with 3 tires on, we're going to handle it.
Right.
They kind of dealt with it on the track.
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't gonna complain. It's racing. It's money by speed. No matter how fast you want to go. So
that's right.
You kind of just gotta go race and not complain about it. Just do what you got to do.
And I'll tell you what, we're in a millionaire place right now.
I'm telling you. Yeah. I wish that millionaire would turn the air conditioning on.
It's broke, man. Of all days, it's broke. I mean, all that money he's got, he should have like 3 units in here. I know.
I'll straighten that out. Get to the bottom of it.
Most definitely. I know last time we talked about video, we didn't go into a whole lot about your dad and stuff. And I'm just curious, your dad, I remember your dad as when he drove for Prime Star.
Yep.
Back in the day, was you even born then?
Yeah, I'm 44. I'm not that young. Trust me. I'm talking about the grade here. I got the grade on, man.
So did you get to travel with your dad a whole lot? NASCAR tracks and stuff?
I actually started working at Roush in 1995. Look back at it. Jeff Burton.
Well, that was Prime Star days, right?
That was Prime Star days, but their shop was up in Liberty, which is probably about an hour and a half from where we live in Troutman.
Yeah.
And they started the shop down in Mooresville. They bought out Rob Moroso's shop. Roush Racing did. Bought out Rob Moroso's shop when he passed away.
Yeah.
And they started the 99 car with Jeff Burton, the XI car. When XI switched over from, I think it was Jeff Bodine to them. So like November 1995, I was 17 years old. Kids don't listen to this, but I dropped out of high school.
Yep.
and I worked at Ernie Irvin's horse farm, did a bunch of other odds and end jobs, and I was like, I'm going to work on race teams. So my dad called Buddy Parrott and said, here's my son. He's a high school dropout. He's an idiot. Help him out. Like, give him a job. So I went over there. I was blowing up air hoses, driving truck and trailer down to Hopkins to pick up chassis for, building new cars and everything. And I was actually the fourth employee when we started that team. It was Buddy Parrott, Mike Notiford, Bobby Hudson, and myself. I actually had to clean out the shop in November of all the Robin Rosso stuff so we could move in the Roush Racing stuff for Jeff Burke to start at Roush Racing.
Yes.
And so I worked there for like 4.5 years and everything. And I never worked on my old man's car then because they were up in Liberty. They're like an hour and a half away.
Yeah.
So I worked there then. So I was 17. I was on the road. My mom had to sign a waiver, a NASCAR waiver for me to go to pit wall.
Wow, that's great.
That's how young I was. So like I said, I did that for 4 years or whatever. And then I moved on and went to work for MB2 when Johnny Benson drove the Valvoline car and stuff. And my dad had I think it was like a prostate cancer deal or whatever. He really don't talk about it. We don't really talk about it with the family much, but he had a deal going on. And he was racing trucks then, and I was like, man, if something happens to my dad and I don't get a chance to work for him, I'm gonna be pretty bummed out.
Yeah.
So in 03, I quit cup racing and went and worked for my dad's team when he drove a Mopar truck. And I worked there for about 2.5 years, and then we won the championship in 2005, and I moved on to BAM Racing with Ken Schrader. And I worked there I was about 7 months. I came and laid the whole shop off. I went back to MB2 Motorsports with Joe Nemechek and I believe it was Sterling Marlin and Mark Martin drove it there for a little bit, the Army car, and worked at Ganassi Racing. And last year I quit and started working in build shops. I work at Ernest Performance now, building shocks for, like I said earlier, Bubba Pollard and people like that, and do all that stuff. And I've been there since last year, Memorial Day.
All right. Now, I think that's pretty cool growing up a NASCAR kid, man, and going the dirt route. I mean, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I ran asphalt. I ran dirt a little bit on go-karts because really that's all you had was dirt go-kart racing.
Right.
You had very, very few asphalt tracks.
Right.
So I ran just a little bit of asphalt, and I went dirt go-kart racing, and then I ran late model stocks like at Hickory and Tri-County and Caraway a little bit. And for about a year or two, I didn't race, and then I built a super late model and started running like Big Ten Series at Concord. And we'd go run Birmingham, Alabama, go run Montgomery and Mobile and Huntsville and stuff like that.
That's Chris Carter. Home
Yeah,
track there.
Mobile, yep. Chris
Mobile.
Carter, that's home of Chris Carter.
Yeah, home
But,
track.
I did that for a few years, and it was about 07, and it got to the point where they were going away from the 18-degree motor that we had, and they were going to a spec motor. And honestly, like, not to cry, but like it's like I was racing on a fabricator's budget. Me and my wife were busting our butts just trying to get to the track.
Yeah.
And we're running up front all the time, winning races, but it's like this just ain't. You're winning 4,000 or 5,000 and spending 7,000 to do it. Like it got to a point where it wasn't feasible.
Right.
Like I said, I think I told you before on the show before. It came up. My brother-in-law broke his wrist.
Yep.
Leading the race one week, and I went to Wisconsin, jumped in this dirt car, and I drove that thing, and I was like,
Yeah.
man, this is way more fun.
Yeah. That's an awesome story. If you didn't get to hear that story, you need to go back and watch the video. It's on our website as well. Teddy was on with
It may be on YouTube. I haven't finished uploading all the old videos yet
Oh, really?
because I can only do so many a day.
Yeah. I think it is on YouTube. I saw it.
It may be.
So, but yeah, man, it's and I'm gonna tell you, it's been a pleasure to get to know you, man. Big fan of yours, as you know. I look for you, dude, and I talked about you. Who was it with? We was talking to somebody.
Did you tell him the truth?
Yeah.
He really didn't like me?
No, I know who it was. It was with Mitchell.
Okay.
Mitchell
Yeah,
Coble.
Mitchell Coble, yep.
I will never forget. That was one of the most memorable races I've ever seen in Thrill Speedway that night. He was leading, dude, and I think me and you talked about this on the show before.
Yeah.
I wanted to freaking cry for you, dude. I mean, I really did. I knew how much that race meant to you.
Yeah.
Dude, that was a heartbreaker.
What's funny is we're standing in the place that I had already spent that $3,000 that I was going to make that night. I told
Yeah.
my wife, I said, we win tonight. I said, we left the house. I said, I'm driving this damn thing through the wall or through victory lane, one of the two tonight. I said, I'm going to let up when the motor blows up or the race is over. And we were leading the race. At one point, I think we had like an 8 or 9 second lead. It was stupid.
Oh, it was crazy.
I came down backstretch. We had a caution with about 10 or 12 to go. And I looked at the infield at my wife, because I got my wife and Gary Putnam to come and help me. And I always point behind me, like, how big of a gap am I got?
Yep.
And Gary's like telling me to slow down. Like,
Yeah.
blowing the tires off the thing, like huge gap. I'm like,
Yeah.
so we restarted the race, and like I told you before, like we rolled around 3 and 4, coming to the green. Mitchell jumped before I did. We got to start finish line. He was ahead of me. I thought they'd call the start back. They didn't. But I cried.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna cry about it. He won the race.
You got
I could have jumped him. He jumped me.
Yeah.
It's dirt racing.
Yeah.
It happens every time I watch TV. It happens all the time. So.
Yeah.
But man, I told her, I said, we win this thing, it's $3,000. I can take my motor to Earl because I brought her here and dropped it off at Earl's, and he tore it apart. And he told me that was the biggest piece of blank that he had ever seen in his life.
Earl would not say
Earl was
that
standing
about
right
nobody.
outside. He would back it up. He said, "This thing is so
Yeah.
wore out."
Earl would have never said blank.
He would have said, "Right, yeah, exactly."
Blank is the word he wouldn't use.
But I told him for a year and a half, I said, "Man, I'm gonna scrape my nickels and dimes together. I'm gonna bring you my motor at some point.
Yeah.
I just don't know when." And like I said, it's just luckily over the past couple of years, I've had a lot of people help me. Like I got a lot of friends to help me out just a little bit. I didn't have somebody come and say, "Hey, here's $10,000 to go race on." Here's
Right.
whatever.
Right.
I got my buddy who throws me 500 here. He'll buy me a tire here, and they don't know how much it means to me. Like it's huge because I've done it for so long out of my pocket that
Absolutely.
it's hard. You know, like we bust our butts. Like,
Yep.
after work, I'm leaving and going working on asphalt cars or going to Pensacola or wherever to help these guys and make a little bit of cash on the side to keep it all going.
Just keep going.
It's I've had a lot of help over the last couple of years, and it got me to a position where I could bring it on my motor. And lo and behold, I get the motor refreshing, and I'm all jacked up to run my new motor. And can't buy tires. I'm like, I ran the first 2 races this season up at Friendship with tires I got from Jimmy Schultz. If anybody knows Jimmy Schultz from Dirt Rap, they know he hasn't raced in 7 years.
Yeah.
I ran the first 2 races this year on 7-year-old tires. 'Cause
Wow.
I had nothing else to run. They were literally 10 points harder on the barometer than anything I had left over from the year before, but they
Yeah.
were a little bit better. So I ran the first 2 races.
Yeah.
I'm like, we're parking this thing until I can buy tires. So I finally got tires for the last one. Like we talked about earlier, the tire deal is kind of a mess right now. But
Right.
we're all working through it, and we just stick together.
And us running every other week, that helps. That helps
Yes.
a lot.
Yeah, it's helped with the tire situation and the fuel costs.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
No
Like
doubt.
this
No
year, if any year they need to run not as many races this is the one. 'Cause like I said, it costs you $175 to fill your dually.
Oh yeah.
You know, at 125, I turned the pump off the other day and I was ready to puke. You know.
Dude, it cost me almost $100 to get over here and back.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that's just around the 1,500. So.
Yeah. So like I said, being able to
I
pick,
feel you.
being able to pick and choose and like only have a few races, I'm honestly okay with it.
Oh,
This
yeah,
year.
yeah,
Of all
no
years,
doubt.
this year I'm okay with it.
No doubt. I've had a blast.
Yeah, it's been fun. So
Oh
but,
yeah. You're gonna win one, man. Don't keep your head up. You're gonna win one. I
Man,
promise you.
I'm really looking forward to Gaffney. Like I've always ran really well there. I've only ran there a few times, but I've always ran really well up front. And I feel like I made the switch to a Longhorn chassis in 2020. It stepped me forward of where I was before. And now with Earl doing my motor, and I told him, I texted him the first night. We ran hot laps up there. And I had, like I said, I had him jump tires on. Basically, I told him, I said, man, this thing will run. I said, this,
Oh yeah.
like it goes now. Like I ain't.
Yeah.
Motor ain't the problem. It's the driver sucks or the tires. Ain't one of the two.
Can't blame it on the motor anymore.
Can't blame it on the motor. Don't worry, my wife will tell you when I suck. She will tell you. I
Real
guarantee you.
quick. Who's our team? That's right.
Yep, go back.
Hey, that's right.
So,
Who you got to thank, man?
man, I'll tell you what, my buddy Chad Paxton, I'm sure you guys know Chad. He raced down in Lancaster for years down there running the run limited late models down there for the Sandwood team, and won a ton of races down there. Chad's helped me out a ton with Village Garage Doors. Schoenfeld Headers has been with me for 25 years. Me and Dennis, like, we fly out to his house. We went out to Batesville last year, and Dennis runs an IFCA modified out there. He quit asphalt racing too and moved back out to Arkansas from here to go work for the header company. And Schoenfeld Headers has helped me forever. My buddy Paul Schloss down at the Speed Store in DeLand, Florida. He helps me out with my fuel. Like I said, there's a little bit. Everybody helps me. Danny Maddox, my neighbor from Maddox Transport, he helps me out a little bit. I mean, Chick's Carb Shop. There's just so many people. Dirt Rap. Jimmy Schultz he's treated me like his brother since I started working with him back in 08. I think it's the first time I went to Jimmy.
Mhm.
And when you got the best, why switch? I mean, Jimmy's the best, honestly. He's always helped me out, stuck with me, and I mean, I got just so many people. It's crazy. Red Above Exterminating with me the last couple of years. My friends in Wisconsin, Midwest Engine Service, were with me last year. This year they kind of cut back a little bit. I told them I understand, and Cindy told me, she says, when everything gets back going better in the United States, like go back on your car. She said, but right now we kind of need to cut back a little bit. I said, I totally get it. Base race fuels. I said, there's just a lot of people helping me out just a little bit, and it takes a whole lot of crumbs
Yep.
to make a cake.
That's right.
Somebody ain't handing me the cake. There's a whole bunch of people handing me a little bit.
That's
And I
right.
try to do the best with it I can. And there's nowhere else I'd rather be, honestly. We have fun. We go as a family. My wife's with me every single time I race, mainly because she thinks I'm going to get hurt.
Yeah.
Now I got to teach her how to drive the dually home.
Yeah, that's right. That's
So-
exactly right.
But man, I appreciate you guys having us on here, coming to Earl's shop. I love the guy. Like
Oh yeah.
tried to get to know him as much as I could before I got to do my motor, and he's a racer like the rest of us.
Yep. He's okay. He's okay, guy.
Yeah, he's okay. Let's not get too much credit.
Yeah. Now look, this is what I'm gonna ask you two. You two. This winter, we got to go to the Packer game.
I'm done with the Packers.
No, you're going to the Packer game.
We went to a Packers game 2 years in a row. They played the Vikings one time, and they played
the who? The Queens?
Yeah, the Vikings the first time.
Queens?
We went there. It was 38-0 or something. It was just a blowout. They didn't score a point. So I've been to 2 Packers games. Got end zone, corner to end zone seats, 5 rows up. Like I could reach out and slap Aaron Rodgers in the head if I wanted to. I went to 2 games. Spent a lot of money doing it, and they did not score 1 single point.
No, you're not going to the
They owe
Packer
me.
game.
You can go with her.
Man, you're going to the Packer
I'll stay
game.
outside and do the tailgate.
There you go. But Tate, thank you, man. Thanks for
Absolutely.
coming on, buddy. And
Yeah.
I look forward to talking to you,
Yep.
Victory
See
Lane,
you.
soon, man.
Hopefully I'll see you Saturday.
I won't be there.
You won't be there Saturday?
I won't be there.
No, we
Saturday,
won't be
but-
Yeah.
But I'll be there. I'll be back.
When you get back, we'll go to Victory Lane. It'll be a party. Trust
That's
me.
right. There you
The
go.
truck and trailer will probably be there at the next one.
Bring the beer,
I'll be
fight
laying,
for it
I'll be
all
laying
over.
under it.
Yeah, that's right.
Somebody will make a store run.
Yeah, that's right.
If it ain't me, it'll be Blackburn.
That's right.
After the race, we might enjoy some cool water sandwiches.
There you go. Kenny Musgrave, ladies and gentlemen. Great guy, man. Thank you, buddy.
All right, appreciate you
I
guys.
appreciate
Thank you, sir. Well, Earl's trying to figure all that out.
Yeah, well, Earl,
I did have some racing this weekend.
who did have some races this weekend?
I actually went to Whitfield Motor Speedway. I'm going to swing this over here a little bit. I went to Whitfield Motor Speedway. Schaefer Oil Nationals were there, along with 5 support divisions. We're going to put it on the screen for y'all to see it. The Shirley Market Super Streets had 18 entries, 20-lap feature. Keith Griffith in the 40 car finished first. Jerry Dillo in the 8 car was second. David Peoples in the 5 car was third. The 88 of Michael Deskin was fourth. And Dale Hancock Jr. was fifth in the 11 machine. Also had the With I Dirt Modifieds, 10 entries, 20-lap race. Brandon Umberger was the class of the field, led it flag to flag. Morgan Widener was second. Andrew Durham was third. R.J. Davis finished fourth in that 17 machine. And R.K. Dix was fifth. Pro Minis had 11 entries, 15-lap feature. Kevin Atwell in the 95 took the win. The 23 of Derek Ferris was second. Travis Harden in the 72 was third. The 3 of Aaron Bowles was fourth. And Nathan Golden, 53 machine, rounded out the top 5.
Nathan Golden played the trip up with
12 entries in U-Car. Will Hostetter in the 17 machine picked up the win. Kayla Suburber, the 3B was second. Alex Eastridge was third. Ricky Ward fourth. And Caroline King rounded out the top 5. They also have an interesting division. It's a 16 and under class
Really?
called the K cars.
Okay.
Unfortunately, they only had 2 there, so they run 6 laps. But Philip Hostetter picked up the win in it, followed by Holden Cringer.
Okay. Cool deal.
And of course, Schaefer Oil was there. Of course, he swept the weekend. And that was Dale McDowell
Dale McDowell.
picking up the win at Whitfield Motor Speedway. The Schaefer Southern National Series at Whitfield Speedway on Friday night. No, Saturday night. And Sunday at Bulls Gap picked up the win.
Yeah.
Of course, Whitfield Motor Speedway celebrating their 50th anniversary this year.
I was supposed to have been there with you, and I didn't get to make that trip. I wish I would. I really missed it. I like to see that, man. Everybody knows I'm a super guy. So.
And we got this strange fella just sit down here. Probably nobody knows who just sat down there. Like, who is this dude right here?
Nobody.
Oh.
David Smother says, I need one of those green stickers for the buggy. I'll see y'all Saturday at State Line. I will be there.
It will be at State Line Speedway Saturday, July the 23rd for the Barry Cobb Memorial Race Saturday Night Thunder Series. He'll have all the T-shirts, all the decals, hats. I think we got a few hats.
Yes, I'll have hats, shirts, decals.
Yeah.
Of course, 450 guys, don't forget about the decals.
Yep, you got it. We're gonna tell you one more time.
Nope, that's all I'm saying.
No, you're not gonna tell them?
Nope. I said, don't forget the decals.
Okay. 450, don't forget about the decals. Anyway, who we got sitting beside us here?
I don't know how to introduce this fella right here.
Yeah.
Do I just go ahead and break the news?
Just break the news.
This right here is the new driver of the Purple Double Deuce of Randy Poff. It is Lyle Nelson.
Yeah.
I got the giggles.
Huh?
I said I got the giggles.
The giggles. I might have to slide this up so we can hear you.
Oh my
What are you
God.
been smoking, man? Have you been out with I know y'all been out there partying and stuff.
Pretty much.
I've seen
Pretty
that. But Lyle, man, going to be piloting the number 22
Yep.
Capital.
Yep.
Pop is out on injured patrol right
He's
now, I
coming in
guess.
that
Here he comes. Here comes
Here he
Randy in
comes.
here. And it's got to make you feel good, man.
It does.
A guy like Randy
It does.
picking you
Oh yeah.
to drive. Because I put in my application and he threw it away.
I can't believe it.
Can you believe it?
I can't.
I
I
mean,
really can't.
so you beat me out.
I know it.
I think it had something to do with the window. Or
Yeah, I
something
think so.
like that.
Yeah, for sure.
But well, congratulations,
I
man.
appreciate it. I really do. And I can't thank Randy and Melissa enough for giving me the opportunity to let me drive this thing. So,
Have you drove anything before?
yeah, I've had several experiences in new cars and,
Okay.
and then mini stocks and stuff like that. I won one mini stock race, and ever since then I've dabbled in a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I know you've been a tremendous help. I mean, you're a tremendous help. When I see Randy doing something, you're there.
Yeah, I try to be.
And, it's got to be good to be able to get a chance to pilot that car.
Oh, absolutely.
Randy, and I'll let you won't tell them about the injury if you want to tell them. And you can tell them about yourself first. Tell them who you are. And both of y'all, I want both of y'all to introduce yourselves because people on here may not know you.
All right. Well, I'm Randy Poff. Poff.
I love that last name.
Go ahead.
Poff.
But I own and drive the Purple Double Deuce Capital race car. And the last race at Friendship, got in a little wreck, car spun, hit me in the right front. Best thing I can tell is my hand went through the steering wheel, and when it did, it flipped and broke my wrist. And I think everybody else in the whole field hit me after that. But it felt like it.
Yeah.
And so it was a pretty bad break. So I had to have surgery, had to have a plate put in and some screws. And so it's healing now. And, I've got some really great sponsors, and I want to keep the car out there. So, I started thinking about last year, I let Jeff Parson drove for me, did a great job in the car, but he's hooked up with Sammy at P1 and driving his car. So I thought, well, Lyle really helps me a lot. Lyle's a racer. He owned a 602 late model, for a short period,
About 2 weeks.
and he actually tested it at Friendship and did. I'm sorry, at
311.
311. That's right, and did a great job. I was there
What was
that night, and
It was
just one of those night tests that the owner of 311 had, and we were there, and Lyle did a great job. I drove the car he owned first, and it wasn't driving that great. It wasn't set up properly, and then Lyle took it out there and ran some really good laps with it.
I tried.
And
Hey,
and so he impressed me. So I started thinking Lyle and Lyle, our friend Andrew Graham, they're at the house. They work their tails off. I'm like, it's a no-brainer. I just let So we want to get Lyle some laps in it. We're going to practice. Not sure when the first race is going to be, but we're discussing some things, and we're going to get out there and get it done.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely. It's one thing for sure. He's got one bad piece of him.
absolutely.
So,
For sure.
I didn't know that for a fact.
She's a good one.
Yes, she is.
well, I hope it got hurt pretty bad at that wreck, but I think we got it back together.
Yeah. You could be like, let's go to Georgia.
Yeah.
Get
Wear 'em
big.
out.
Yeah.
Wear it out, man.
I would love to. Capital Race Cars they're great people.
That makes it look easy, though.
Yeah, they do. But they're great cars. They're really
Yeah.
built well,
Yeah.
and so that's I believe is still a good piece.
Oh, yeah,
And,
absolutely.
and so I got some really great sponsors. Priority One Diesel Source, Priority One Auto Sales, Travis Cantrell in Stokesdale. If you need a diesel truck, man, he's the man to go see. And he has everything you could ask for. Lyle's company, Nelson and Son Power Sports, Baldwin Performance Carburetors. Williams here. He's been here working all day, testing different carburetors, making power for us and for, working with Randy and Chris Joyce.
He looks like he just flat wore out.
He's tired. And then we have RBR Fabrication and Parts, Michael and Bill Tesh.
Good people.
They are great people.
Good people.
And J&J Auto Detailing. Joey Lambert, he's a heck of a guy, man. If you need your car cleaned up, he's the man to do it. I mean, he does a great job. And who else, Lyle?
Randy's Custom Letter.
Yeah, Randy's Custom Letter. Yep, absolutely. Randy, he keeps the car. It looks pretty battered up now, but it still looks good.
Oh yeah.
That's
Probably the one thing holding it together. Really. So good. So, he definitely does a good job.
He really does. And then I'm forgetting somebody.
Let's see here.
I thought we was gonna be out there at the cars where I can look at it, but
we're actually when I get done interviewing, or we get done interviewing everybody, we're gonna take everybody out there and let them see us cars.
all right, cool. But we really we're looking forward to getting the car back out on the track and get it competitive, and I'm sure Lyle do a great job.
Absolutely.
I'll definitely try.
Yeah.
Well, and but people don't know you. I don't know who don't know you.
Right.
But introduce yourself.
Well, I'm Lyle Nelson from Walnut Cove. I'm right down the road from Randy. Been helping him for 2 to 3 years now. I drove, like I said, U cars. I built U cars. I partnered up with Birdman, BMF chassis. I built several U cars. I've had many stocks. I've had them all.
He's my Oakley
Yeah,
dealer.
I do sell Oakley sunglasses. So if
He's
you
my
need
Oakley
some,
dealer.
they're real deal.
Yeah.
So if you need anything like that, you can hit me up. I sell anything really.
Anything. He's always got something for sale.
Willing and deal.
Yes,
That's
he
what we
is.
do.
That's right.
So,
Your wife says, Shelby says, hi, Daddy.
hey, baby.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. Well, guys,
Yeah.
I wish we could talk more, but
Oh,
there really
yeah.
ain't nothing to talk about.
It ain't.
Just
One
yet.
thing I forgot.
Okay.
We're down here at Earl's. Earl's
Oh,
is
yeah.
freshing one of my engines. I'd like to really thank, Earl Ramey, Racing Engines. They're the best engines in racing. I mean, they are second to none.
Oh.
As far as the service, they've got a chassis dyno. We spent a whole day down here on the dyno making changes, making power.
I don't know if he told you or not, but the people that's here today, if you tell them that you've seen it on the backstretch, you get your next engine 50% off.
Perfect. We got a couple of them. So,
Well, and as many pulls as Baldwin had me make on my engine, I might need to leave it to get freshened again.
And Baldwin says if you're here tonight, you buy one carburetor, you get 2 free. So,
With a lifetime warranty.
with a lifetime warranty.
perfect.
No, guys, thank y'all so much, man.
Absolutely.
Thanks for
Randy,
having us.
I know me and you have been buddies for quite a while now,
Yes,
and I
sir.
appreciate your friendship. And
Thank you, Dave. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Ever since I met you, we hit it off. So I really
Diamond
thank
Dave.
you. Diamond Dave. That's
Diamond
right.
Dave, that's my man.
That's right. Lyle, you my man.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much,
yes,
buddy.
Sir, buddy. Good luck.
Good
I'm gonna be
luck.
pulling for you.
Oh, thank you.
You take 17 out there, the extra 100 in you.
out of there.
There you
Got
go.
And I really need to thank my wife, Melissa,
Yep. Oh yeah.
and my grandson, River,
Yeah.
and you know, and my new dog, Gracie. Because
Thank y'all for being on.
All right, thanks for having
appreciate y'all coming, hanging out with us.
Oh, you getting back on? No.
He wants a double dip over here.
I know who that.
I think we're actually gonna slide outside before it gets dark
Okay. You want to do that for me?
and check out the cars.
Can we tell me where the drinks are at first?
In the refrigerator.
I'm parched. I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too. I am too. I'm gonna let Nick. You want to do that? That camera and show the cars.
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
We can go out.
Please do that.
Like I said, I'm gonna have to switch the microphones out to go outside.
Okay.
So y'all bear with me.
And we'll have that tape up next time we come back. And after we do the car show.
And I hope everybody still hears when we get out here.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm not gonna be able to see the screen.
Right.
You guys must be hard up while talking to me.
We're actually gonna go outside first.
Yeah, we'll go outside and look at the cars before it gets dark.
Before we get started.
Before it gets dark.
Y'all bear with me. I'm gonna have to pick the camera up.
Keep it on tripod.
What's that?
You just gonna take the whole tripod?
Yep.
Oh, no. No,
We're going outside, boys. I'm gonna have to get the camera up. Got Earl, Ramey, and the crew hanging out over here at JP Performance. Y'all can't hear me, let me know. We got a whole crowd out here partying. There's Earl, Ramey, Theo, Brewer. We're out here at the JP Performance trailer at Earl Ramey's. Got the Chris Joas ride here. They've been on the dyno all day. I hope we're still picking up. Can't tell what's going on. There's the double deuce of Randy Paul that Lyle Nelson will be piloting here soon. Of course, these guys also support our stickers. It's on the back stretch on the purple double deuce of Randy Paul. Thank you, Travis. I finally got into it. I can see you. Of course, it's a capital race car. R&B Fabrication. It's Michael Tesh. Randy still got his winter stickers on here. Got some Airette and 311 wins. He's running the Mid-East 602 Late Model Series presented by SRI and Rick Hendrick City Chevrolet. Got Baldwin Performance on the noses, hot rod. Priority 1 diesel source. Go to Chris Joas ride. There's some lawn care, Joas body repairs. There's them decked out donuts with Richard Brim. Go check him out wherever he sits up. Riddle Septic Service. Right Structure Incorporated. Stokes Apparel with Travis Lawson. Custom Improvement, Neil's Tote. MC Construction. LCP Grading and Hauling. I might have to try to get up here. There's Kevin Slate. That's the real 17 of Kevin Slate. Y'all remember that? The real 17 of Kevin Slade. There's a whole bunch of clowns over there hanging out on the back of Ramey's truck. Randy's Custom Leather and Poff, Big Deborah, Jason Walls, Mideast Motorsports, David May taking a break from the action. We're going to roll over here to Braxton Cade's Hot Rod. Yep, I got Braxton Cade right here. Gatton's Tow Service. He's hanging out in his ride. Doesn't put the pink on the Backstretch sticker on the nose of the race car. He's got Napa on the top there. CFR. Grease Monkey of Mooresville. He's got a tuck and run sticker hid back there. A lot of the guys around the house know who Tuck and Run is. It's Joseph Tuck. Special thanks to Brian there. I know I'm running a little fast here. We got a whole lot more people to interview.
Bell.
What's that?
Bell helmets.
Yep. He running a Bell helmet. One of them Power Max motors. And that's the hot ride of Braxton Cade, the 8 machine. Runs at Millbridge on Tuesday nights. Got Compton Welding up there. I forgot to mention Compton Welding. Also on that hot rod. We're going to slide back inside. We'll get y'all some more interviews with some of the. There's William Baldwin sitting on the couch waiting. The hillbilly is Zach Case. He's waiting. No one else feeding the face over there on camera. We'll get y'all set back up here where y'all can see what's going on. Maybe. It's a little delay on the Facebook side.
Yes, it is.
I might get David in the picture. He's not in the picture.
Anyway, that's good.
It's not on my end.
There we go.
I don't get my screen.
Yeah.
I still can't see. It's got to turn.
All right.
You have your face is in that sandwich.
That's a little better. We can work with that. I think I'm a little closer than I was before. I'm going to switch back over to microphone viewers. All right, we should be back microphone.
All right. So I hope y'all enjoyed the tour of Chris Joyce and Randy Poff's race cars and Braxton Cade's race car. That was pretty cool. Them bringing the car. They've been actually doing a dynoing today with William Baldwin and Earl Ramey and the guys. We have up next. Who do we have next? Who we got next, sir?
Troy.
Troy Loomis.
Hey, can we do one quick picture?
Oh, y'all want to do a real quick picture? Yeah.
We got time?
Yeah, we got nothing but time. Guys, if I tell you what, if you guys will hang out
For about 10, 15 minutes.
10 or 15 minutes with
We
us,
got some guys need to
It's
leave.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. We're going to do a quick.
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
That's okay. We can put up I can put up something.
No, you're getting in the picture too, William.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're going to go take a group picture real quick, and we'll be right back.
We're all here. Just bear with us. We will be back shortly. And we are, like I said, we are live here at Earl Ramey's Racing Engines in Mooresville, 704-500-3322. Like I said, we will.
Tony,
Yeah.
Ronell,
Hurry. On the picture real quick. Grab me one, Nick. We're going to get drinks. Yeah. I know. Woo. Thank you. Are we live?
We're still live.
Oh, okay,
I just got Earl Ramey popped up on the screen.
Okay.
We are back, guys. They just want to take a good picture for everybody. Have to yell out one of these race cars.
I'm drinking Earl Thunder.
And we are back.
All right.
I feel like a camera moved a little while ago.
Might be hit it or something.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it did move forward.
All right, thank you. We're working on a flight. Thank you, Dan.
Thank you, Dan. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Thank you. We'll hook you up at GoPro.
Listen to that sound. Listen to that sound, would you?
Feel like you're ringing power, don't you?
It does. All right, so we're going. Our next guest. Who's our next guest? That Nick.
He told me, but I forgot. He's sitting right here.
Yeah. How are you, sir?
I'm good. You?
Good. My name is David May.
Troy Loomis. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Troy.
Yeah, Mr. Troy Loomis here. He's all jacked up.
Yeah, the camera's a little jacked up here. Let him get the camera set up here.
No, dude, you're right here.
All right, Troy.
But Earl was like, Earl, you see this right?
But for the ones that don't know you, introduce yourself and tell them what you drive.
My name is Troy Loomis. I'm from Troy Loomis. I'm from Sherrills Ford, North Carolina. I'm a UMP mod. Haven't been racing quite as much in the last couple of years with my new job, but we're just getting a new car. Going to be out here in probably the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh, okay. I know Zach Tate. There, we're gonna have him here in a little bit. Mm-hmm. He's actually moving up to UMP mod. So, did you come from the crate?
So I moved down here in 1996. I used to race like a limited late model in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Moved down here to work in the Cup Series. And then in 2000, I had about a 10-year sabbatical when I was on the road. I couldn't race. So in 2005, I bought a UMP mod.
Okay.
And I did that from 2005 to 2008. There wasn't a lot of racing here in the Carolinas at that time, so I got a 602 crate motor, and I ran Whitwell, Virginia from like 2009 to 2012.
Okay.
And then I drove up there for 4 years straight every weekend. I got tired of that, so Earl and them had started a series here with some friends, and we ran, I don't know, from 2013 to 2016, and then that's kind of died off. So we've had to travel when you
right.
Right. My goal is to get back. I'm a little bit older. I'm 52, so I got a couple of years to race before I get out, but I'm going to get back into the 602 crate mod class next year.
Right, cool, okay. I know Zach, he's been running 602 crate for a while and making that step up to, like I said, UMP. So what advice could you give somebody that's going to make that leap? Because that's a pretty big leap.
It is, and this is no slight on the 602 drivers. I've seen Zach, I don't know him personally, but I've seen his name. He's been progressing up through the ranks.
Right.
It's the competition level. Well, the 602 is pretty competitive. But,
yeah.
You know, when you get UMP, you start running against guys like David Stremme, David Rudman, Nick Hoffman. You know, most of these guys are professional.
Yeah.
And the talent level is pretty strong. It's the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
And that's not taking away from anything on the 602. There's some really good talent there with Jeff Parsons and Jeff Robinson. I think Steve Padula did that. Robert Poole.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good talent, and they run. You'll see them reach out and run both divisions.
Oh yeah. I know Earl. You had a UMP mod as well.
He did.
Oh yeah.
That was Derek's starting ground. You know, Derek was very successful. We raced against him for a long time. And Derek,
We had a great group. We had Brian Ayers, we had Nick Hoffman, Troy, Peterson, Derek, Kyle Sprinkler. It was a pretty big hustle.
Yeah.
All raced together.
Oh yeah.
Together.
Right.
You go way back to the beginning. You know, there was Jason Rice, Jason Albee, a lot of good talent in the local area. A lot of talent.
And you know, it's a shame I'm not gonna say it's a shame. I wish that we had more UMP stuff here in the Carolinas.
We do.
They run like that. I mean, yeah. Because it's like you said, you pretty much have to travel down to Georgia, Florida to get any of that. I know we ran at 311 a UMP race. You was there at what, like 6 UMPs, something like that. So it's not real strong here in the Carolinas like I wished it would be. And you say you're making the move back up to 602 crate. Is that
I'm
right?
going to transition back into next year and run so I can get more races.
Right.
With my job, I don't have time to travel and the expense anymore.
Yeah.
It'll wear that out.
Yeah.
So my goal, my final couple of years, is to run local.
Right.
So I can get some help to go through.
And you work at Longhorn?
I do. I started there about a year and a half ago with Steve Arpin, Justin Labonte. My boss, Steve, when we started, that was Earl Motorsports, which is the parent company. They were buying chassis from Longhorn and building UMP mods, and then Steve went in full hilt here this last year and purchased Longhorn from Earl. Justin's still a part owner. So that's taken up a lot of our time.
Yeah.
Trying to get that late model program where we want it. They've always had great cars and been competitive, but we're trying to work on the customer service and just get our quality up there because there's a lot of competition out that level.
Right. It's funny because me and Nick, on the way up here, we stopped there. We stopped at Longhorn.
Today?
Yeah, today. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Sure did. We was going to buy a T-shirt, but they didn't sell merchandise there.
Well, I'll hook you guys up.
All right. I appreciate that.
Yeah, if you're looking for, we don't sell a lot of merchandise there. Everything is sold through raceranch.com.
Right. That's what he told us.
But,
Yep.
I'll hook you guys up.
All right, man. I appreciate that. So that's got to be pretty cool getting to work on race cars. A couple of good friends of ours just worked there, and where they moved to with Low and Bro, but China Grove. That's what I was trying to say. China Grove. It was a pretty good distance for him. Got Joey Washburn and Philip Gann.
Yeah, Phil Gann. He was just the other day. He's been working 1 day a week, but he does a lot of components for us from his house, which works out better for him just to cut down on the gas.
Yeah.
Great people.
Yeah, very good people. And of course, the late model program there is outstanding. I can name just a couple of drivers. Our local tracks that's not running Longhorn chassis. I mean, it's just like Earl Ramey racing engines. Who don't run an Earl Ramey racing engine around here, around our racetracks? Nobody.
Just a few.
Yeah, I can't name them.
If it's not Earl Ramey, it's usually a GM stock.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well, Earl himself has done a good job building his business up from the ground and got a lot of name recognition through the area, including myself. I run a Ramey engine. A lot of my friends run them. And just like Longhorn, they support the local area.
Right. So you running a Longhorn modified chassis as well?
I am not. So I run a beat
build.
But so a lot of people think that's a problem. It's really not. David Rudin and I worked together for 20 years at Michael Waltrip's. So we're best of friends.
Okay.
And Steve Arpin and David Rudin have built a friendship. And David Rudin actually does a lot of components and things for us. So there's enough for both, and they got a really neat relationship, so it works out.
Right. So,
Toys are very, very long.
okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because of where it's started doesn't mean. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But we support. Some people might think that's a weird relationship, but we support each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's kind of nice you can still do that.
Now, if you run late models and run a rocket, that would probably be a
That would not
problem.
happen.
That would probably be a problem.
If I was on a national level and running like Nick Hoff and David Stremme, it would be a whole different story.
Yeah.
I'm more of a hobbyist at my age.
Right.
So it works out pretty good. Yeah, it was good.
So
We still have a lot of fun doing it.
that's right. So what is your plans when you do go 602 racing? What tracks do you plan on running?
I'll be select. I love Whitfield. I'll go there. Maybe for some of the Mid-East races. I know there's some American Racer modified races.
Yeah.
I love Cherokee. I like Friendship. Just wherever I want to go.
Right.
I mean, wherever there's a big race, I like to race against the best.
Yeah, there you go. I know me and Nick, we came from 311 Speedway.
Beautiful place.
It used to be. But now,
Right now, they don't want to.
yeah,
It's a shame.
yeah.
Best racetrack in the entire league.
Yeah. But Friendship, our home now. They took us in like we was family up there.
Did an amazing,
Amazing job.
amazing. That place
Yep.
is-
It doesn't look like the same place.
It does not.
They put in the work and the time.
I'm excited. I would love to get UNP mods back there
Yeah,
somehow,
yeah.
some way.
Yeah.
And I think we can. Maybe
I think
for a
so.
special story or whatever. We did last time. We had nationals. We talked friendship and having Oklahoma mods, UNP mods, and we have
Had a good turnout. I think that's the
good
race.
turnout.
Scrammy won, I
Badass
think.
race,
I
yes.
think I finished top 3 or 4. I think
Yep.
Eric was pretty down.
Yep.
Pull one
Yep.
on the butt.
It was a great race. I mean, and the fans, it packed that place.
Well, I'm just saying, we got that big race at the end of October. I mean,
I would love to have, and all there's not many UMP guys here because they all kind of like separated because there's boat races
no racing, right?
and you got travel.
Yeah.
But there is still quite a few, and we have a lot of customers that's UMP all over the country.
Yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
telling you right now, we will have it.
Oh yeah.
Well, there's a lot of UMP cars sitting here. Right, just 2 buildings down. Strickler's got 2 UMP mods. I know he would run if he was available. Nick Hoffman, Scrammy.
Yeah, well, Strickler, Strickler came last year to our late model race. He won it. Strickler
Yeah.
won a super race down there. So that would be pretty cool to see him pull double duty. See Derek pulled double duty, maybe. Just saying.
It happens.
So, yeah. So, you got some sponsors and stuff. You want to?
I'd like to thank, of course, Beakville Chassis, and then I'm fortunate where I work, Embroidery Motorsports. It's helped me a tremendous amount on my car. Ramey Race Engines, Maxine Batteries, Mark Riley from Schoenfeld, Jimmy from Dirt Rap has been a big help, and just my family and supporters.
All right, man.
I really appreciate that.
It's
Well-
pretty awesome. His dad comes.
Oh, that is cool.
Such a good time. I mean,
Yeah.
He drives all the way from Pennsylvania. What?
80.
Oh, wow.
He'll be down.
Drives all the way down, comes to watch his toy race.
How
all the
cool is
time.
that? How cool is that?
I'm hopeful they're running the World Dirt Track Championship again this year. He'll be down.
Charlotte's
A bunch
coming.
of my friends from Pennsylvania come down.
Yeah.
We have a great time.
If you are at Charlotte, I'm gonna be pulling for you, man. So,
I appreciate it.
all right, man. I sure appreciate you coming on, taking your time with us tonight.
I've been in a hole, but I haven't coming up with dirt yet. We're not done.
There you go, brother.
Never done with that.
Never done. That's
Nope,
right.
gotta keep digging.
That's right.
I appreciate you guys having me on.
Thank you, man. I
Nice to meet
appreciate
you,
you.
sir.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Anthony,
You're up, Earl.
Anthony Hover says you're under back.
Yeah.
I said, Anthony Hover says you're under.
No, I ain't got your crank back.
Up next,
Look who we got.
we got
Cranked up.
the hillbilly.
The
Cranked
hell
up.
The hillbilly.
Come up here. You come up here in a minute. Talk.
Zach Tate, man. I don't know. Like I'm telling everybody, I don't know who wouldn't know you, but introduce yourself. Tell them who you are. Tell them what you're about.
My name's Zach Tate from Logat, North Carolina. Drive. Yeah, my nickname's Hillbilly.
Yeah.
We might tell the story of how we got it here shortly, but I drive a 602 open wheel modified. I've done it for about 5 years now and have a blast.
What are we getting ready to do?
Yeah. What you getting new? So
What are we getting ready to
Well, I've kind of kept it under the bag, but
do? Oh, I guess.
locked and key. But
Yeah.
no, it's all right. It's time to. I think it's time to come out.
the cat's out the bag.
It's a good place to come out.
Out of the woods again.
Yeah, coming out of the woods again. But we getting ready to make a step, run UNP stuff, just a few races here and there.
Other friendship driver.
Yep, another
I've,
friendship driver, that's right.
I started at 311 in Friendship. That's pretty much where I run for the first year or two, and then I've come back there. We went and traveled for a year, running the Mid-East deal, like a 16 race deal. I won South South Region points.
You won 2 championships with the Mid-East, right?
Yeah, I won 2 championships. Well, last year I won 2 track championships in the same year and the weekly championship all in 1 year.
Yep.
That won't wear you out. We was pretty done after that year. It's about 32 races altogether, and it was Friday and Saturday night. 1 track on Friday, 1 track on Saturday. Yeah, Rolling Thunder and 311.
Yeah.
We won every race at Rolling Thunder and every race at 311, and won both the track championships and then the weekly series championship. Anybody that can do that in 1 year, I tell you, it took a toll on my whole family and everybody that we could pull out. I was calling Earl on Saturday morning saying, "Hey, I need to what I need to do this thing. It got hot on Friday. I mean, what I need to check. We got to go." He's like, "Well, we got to take it out and look at it." And I'm like, "No, you don't understand. We got a race tonight."
Yeah.
I said,
I still did it.
Yeah, and we still made it happen.
Yeah.
So it's awesome.
I know we would talk, man. You just be completely wore out on Monday morning, and you cut trees for a living. So it ain't like you got a. Well, I mean, you do got an office job. You do wear a suit and tie to work.
Yeah.
But he owns Tate logging, as everybody knows. It's up on the screen there. Yeah, he does. He does work his ass off. I'll give him that. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Earl, you're not up at 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, so I don't know.
8 or 9 at night.
8 or 9 at night. No.
He probably ain't up at 8. I know for a fact he ain't up at 8 or 9 in the morning, but now 8 or 9 at night, I know for a fact he's up because I've called him and he's answered the phone, and I'm like, "What are you doing answering the phone?" I was just willing to leave him a message and then call him back the next day.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, I was going to say, because I've been here at 9 o'clock in the morning, and Earl's nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
I'm telling on you. I'm telling on you. Yeah. Oh, is that what it was? Yeah. You was going to get breakfast for everybody. I forgot.
It's,
He called, picked me up.
Yeah.
I know.
But yeah, we've
Call
had
me in 30 minutes.
But what I didn't say is that you've been in the shop at 2:30 in the morning working on motors too. So.
that I know for a fact.
That's for a fact.
I've seen it. Whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good.
Yeah. And I know
Just because I ain't working at 8 or 9 in the morning, don't mean I stop till 2 o'clock.
that's right.
Even though I ain't working, I'm still.
You're still doing
like
it.
Somewhere.
We can't have a conversation because Earl's on the phone all the time.
Yeah.
But I mean, ever since I've known you, we met at 311 Speedway. And I don't know if tonight we met. And I was like, who are you?
Yeah.
And we kicked it off.
Yeah. I walked up to the fence. He was sitting at the flag stand. He was sitting up at the scales, and I walked up. I'd seen him on the just on the backstretch of live that he had done, and I said, "Hey, I want to talk to this guy, But I just walked up and introduced myself, and I said, "Hey, I want to talk to you." And he talked to me.
Absolutely, man. And we've been good buddies ever since then.
It's one of my good friends, and I mean, we talk at least once or twice a week.
At least.
Sometimes every day, but he's not only. I think he's doing a good thing for dirt racing. I mean, coming around to these places, and him and Nick, trying to promote it because we need all the promoting that we can get. Because right now, it's. I ain't gonna say it's dying, but it's not in the greatest place.
It's not right now. The tire situation, the fuel situation, we can go on and on and on.
And you get track shut down here.
The track shut down everywhere.
I seen a post yesterday. Matter of fact, I think it was about up in Virginia. The guy had run that racetrack up there for a race or two.
Natural Bridge.
Yep, Natural Bridge.
Yeah.
And he couldn't make it, and I mean, and I don't blame him. I mean, you can't put as much time as it takes for this stuff. I mean, you got to make a little something. I mean, I ain't saying that you got to make a killing, but I mean, you got to.
Yeah.
He was talking about that he even barely broke even. Whatever.
The sad thing is for a racetrack, if you break even, it's a good dollar.
Oh yeah,
right now.
absolutely.
But yeah, it's
And like I say, at Friendship, we've been very fortunate. I mean, we've had 140 cars just about every Saturday night, except one.
It's average with 100, 140 cars every week.
Yeah. And Zach got into a little altercation the other week with Robert Poole.
Altercation? I
Altercation.
wouldn't do nothing like that. Well, altercation? I mean, ain't that my middle name?
Yeah, no, and so
it all goes together.
And so, yeah.
I get to put a spoiler on now since I go to UMP stuff. So we'll change it out. I'll have to.
Zach attack. Yeah, Zach attack.
Yeah,
but what I was going to say is that's been 2 months ago, and you haven't raced. Well, you raced at Wistful that one time and won. Went up there and won, but that's the last time you've been in a race car, right?
Yeah.
Been focusing a lot on your daughter, Abby, go-kart racing.
Yeah, she'll be over here in a minute.
You'll be over here in a minute. Okay.
But we haven't really raced a whole lot this year. I mean, that was the plan last year, not to race a whole lot, and then we got into some points battles and won 3 championships in the same year. I mean, once you get to chasing them points deals, I mean, you just got to keep going and going and going. And hell, the next thing I know, I'm leading 2 track championships and the weekly championship, and you just at that time you just gotta. I mean, you tell yourself you just got to keep going.
Just got to keep going.
Which I got last year. I had a lot of good help. Everybody scaled back.
Wait a minute.
I know where this is going.
You know where this is going, don't you?
We must be talking about Zane.
Look, Earl. I know you was on a pit crew a while back. Is there any way you can bring the Tate group in and have practice pit stops with him and show them? It takes them 35 minutes to change a right rear.
That's in the way a little bit.
Yeah, we had
I spoke too serious.
I know. He sat back and lit one, drank another one. He's like,
I'll never let him live it down. I would never let him live it down.
Yeah, my dad is
good man.
Yeah.
He really is. He stands behind us 100%.
Absolutely.
He blows the shit up or let it rest.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's the
He
truth.
Right.
literally stood behind me 100%.
Yep.
He says whatever he's told me. He says whatever Earl says to do. That's
what you're going
we
to do.
don't question it. He says if he tells you to take it out and throw it off a bridge, that's what I expect you to do.
Yeah.
And we bought this UMP motor. I bought it, and I talked to Dad. And I said, what do you think we should do? And this and that. And he said, you're gonna take it down to Earl's and let him look at it. Is what you're gonna do?
Yeah.
And we bring it down here. He took it apart and he says, I think we need to freshen it up. And I said, well, I mean, it's a no-brainer. Whatever you say is what we're gonna do. So that's where we're at on that. It's matter of fact sitting over there in a room somewhere
I'm excited.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know you are.
I really am.
That's good.
Really excited.
That's gonna be a good one.
Sitting on the car. So just waiting for them to get back together. Just stay tuned. There's a lot of other moving parts. I mean, people don't realize what it takes to go from a 602. I mean, it's not only just the motor.
No.
I mean, there's a lot of chassis moving parts that's got to be
We got the
different.
best shot guy.
That's the truth. Abner is.
I hate he left because I really wanted to know.
He was here earlier, but Abner and
There's nobody that
Earl.
supported me for the last 6 years and their money supports 80 or 90% of my company. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
And that's what I try to tell people. Abner's just not a shot guy.
oh yeah,
He's a
He's
tech
just
guy.
not a shot guy.
He's a
a
tech
setup
guy.
Call
guy.
him at 10 o'clock at night or 11 or 12 or 1 and say, oh, dude, what? I'm struggling. Do I need just this?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's
Right.
a shit.
Right.
just
He's just the shit.
He
I mean,
is.
he
He is.
all there.
he is. I've got a.
He's not just a shot guy. He's a good friend.
Yeah.
But he's there for you.
Right.
He wants to win just as bad as I do,
Yeah.
just as bad as I do, just
Yeah,
as bad as
he does that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's called me many Sunday mornings and said, "Why didn't you win?" I mean, he wanted to know why didn't you win.
No,
What's the
that's
problem?
usually his first question.
Yeah.
Why didn't you win? I mean, what do we need to do to fix this problem?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the first thing out of his mouth, and I'm like, I mean, I maybe it was just me. I mean, I don't, sometimes I tell them I don't know what I need. I got to think about it. Let me think about it through the week and I'll get back with you.
Right,
But,
right.
Not good enough for him. He wants to
No,
do right
he
now
won't,
because
yeah.
he wants to do it at work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It's no different than Earl. I mean, I tell him, hey, a motor is doing this or that. He says, hey, pull it out. Pull it out.
Yeah.
We need to fix it. So, but yeah, I've had. It's not me. I just hold the stern wheel. I've got the stern wheel.
The stern wheel.
Stern wheel.
What the hell's a stern wheel?
Well, it's causing them hillbillies. That's how I tell them hillbillies talk.
Big biscuits and gravy.
Yeah,
Biscuits and gravy.
biscuits and gravy.
And cut logs.
Yeah.
Yeah, cut trees. It's trees, not
Yeah.
logs.
Sorry.
Well, I know you got some sponsors, man. Go ahead and say your sponsors out there.
Well, it's this man sitting right here to my left. Like I said, it's all about surround your people. Surround yourself with good people.
Yep.
And it took me a year or two to do it.
Yeah,
That's the truth. And I'm not exaggerating. I don't care if it's in business, if it's in racing, if it's in whatever. This man, well, he was sitting on the left side of me, but he's done my motors from the beginning. When I first started, I went and chased him down, and I mean we've hit it off ever since, and don't plan on going anywhere else as long as he'll keep me around. Another to my right, to my left, on the backstretch, David. I've promoted his deal. Nick, they're all in together. I promoted their deal from day one. I've stood behind them. Every time when he told me he needed some sponsorship, I was like, well, what do you need?
Yep.
And,
Never a question.
my wife helped them out, helped them get some stuff going when they first got started. Now they've got the big cameras and laptops and all this.
And that's because of y'all.
But
We couldn't have done that without y'all. Thank y'all.
These guys right here, I'll support everything and help them out any way I can. Another one is Travis Lawson, Stokes Apparel.
Yep.
He hooked us up with our merch this year. We still got some shirts. If you need any, they're limited supply, but if you need some, message my wife on Facebook, Noel, Zach Tate.
And they're cool as all get out too, by the way.
I don't have one on my wife.
Noel, you want to model?
Also the model.
But
Elsa,
anyway,
model, come here, Elsa. Model the shirt. Get in front of
Come
the
over here,
camera.
Daddy. Come over here.
Yeah.
He didn't quite tell us that.
Yeah, I don't know.
These come over here.
Come up with a chair.
Yeah. This is the front, and then the back. Turn around. Travis Lawson, I know you can't see it really good, but
I may still have.
They're pretty darn cool shirts.
yeah, he hooked us up this year.
Yep.
Travis is a good guy. Any kind of, I think he's got another company. It's all in together. It's called First Place Merch.
First Place Merch is just a racing company.
I think they, Nick and them, I mean, they got all their shirts and stuff from them.
Yep.
Really good guy. Easy to work with. That's what I like.
Very easy.
Easy to work with. He's thorough. He's just on the point.
Yep.
I told him this is when I need them, and they was there. And right now, go sit with mom. And
Shit.
Carolina Generators. Brad Harrison is a good friend of mine. If you need a home generator, any kind of, I think they do wiring, any kind of they even wire houses. I mean, whatever you need, generator work, any kind of generator work. Brad Harrison, I love that. Super nice guy. He's top notch. He's helped me for the last couple of years. Right there's the shirt. Abby's on it. That's the go part. She started. She'll be over here in a minute. But we're just a family operation. And, another one's of course Earl Ramey Racing Engines. David and Ashley Streaming. Lethal Chassis. In my opinion, the best chassis on the market. He's not only trying to make speed, but he's all about safety. I mean, I got my butt chewed out one time just because I didn't have an extra bolt put in the seat when he come to the racetrack one time. He said, "You see them two youngins right there? You want to go home?"
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it was something that was supposed to be over and beyond. But he is awesome. I call him. I mean, he's just like Earl. I I mean, he'll pick up the phone anytime.
Yep.
He's trying to stir up stuff here. Yeah, it's my wife, my youngins, my dad, my brother, my poppy, which is my dad. That's Earl was talking about him earlier. Tate logging, my family business. I mean, I had Pink's carburetors. I had to get off work today to come down here. Took an ass chew. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Took an ass chewing to get off early, but whatever.
Did Pops give you an extra?
Well, he told me we need to be making money.
Well, you tell Pops this right here.
But just everybody that makes us happy. My brother, Bobby Jones. He's really stepped up and helped me.
Yep.
He's
stepped up and helped me.
Yeah. They bought a lethal this year, and I've helped them get on their path. I'm proud of them. He won one this weekend. That's 5 for them.
Yep.
4 in the lethal, and then we got one first of the year. So the 4 that's in the lethal, I've been some part of.
Right.
I wasn't there this weekend. I was at the Garfield's concert. I was doing what my wife told me I had to do.
That's right. That's what you got to do.
But we was texting back and forth. We was there, but we wasn't present.
There you go.
But I'm proud of them guys. Them guys has really. He's helped me. He helped me get started 5 years ago.
Yeah.
He's the guy I went to when I first bought a guy out, and I said, "Hey, I need some help in learning how to work on this race car." And now I just feel like I'm returning the favor to them.
There you go.
Helping them get on the right path.
It all comes around.
One of these days we're gonna meet though. David's been talking about it. He's like,
one of these days y'all gonna meet.
I can't wait.
That's
y'all
right.
get the race.
That's right. So
it might be closer than what everybody thinks.
Yep.
Whatever.
Well, I hope so.
That's pretty much Macy Jones, Bobby Jones, the whole Jones family. My wife, of course.
That's right. She's sitting over there looking at the ring.
My 2 youngins, they've got into. Well, my oldest one got into go-kart racing, and my oldest got into go-kart racing, and my youngest one started hollering he wants one. So
yeah, well,
we'll see what happens.
Right.
But he might get his hair cut.
Yeah. And a bath.
Yeah.
A pool. I mean, he might get the pool.
Yeah, my son, he's got a rat's tail longer than I had, and they giving him a hard time. They say they're gonna cut it off. He's about to have a ballistic fit. Abby, come show your face and say a few words.
Come say hey.
I appreciate you, man.
Yeah,
and thank you for being not only my friend, man.
Yeah, David,
but
Earl, we're all the people that helps me. Is Pink's carburetors. That's another one. I mean, I can call him anytime and he picks up the phone. Just everybody. It's all a big racing family, and it's what you surround yourself.
That's right.
Earl talked about it. Abco Performance. He does all my shocks. I mean, we're just a big family, and them are the guys that's made me win races.
Yeah.
You know what was cool when Zach first bought a lethal when he started racing?
What's that?
Him and Derek were, I mean, back and forth.
Oh, really?
All the time.
Oh, I bet that was pretty cool.
I mean, it was cool.
Yeah, I bet that was real cool.
Derek,
Yeah.
Derek, even occasionally now, I mean, Derek don't even have a lethal anymore. He went on to doing super light model and bigger things.
Here's something funny. I've never met Derek, but any time he runs, I'm pulling for him.
Yeah,
Just because.
But yeah, I tell my wife, hey, text Derek, see what he thinks about this. Even today, I mean, well, I've done destroyed one lethal. I destroyed it at Charlotte, and then hey, we're now on the second lethal, and if something happens to this one, I'm going to another.
There you go.
I mean, they're just,
well,
they're awesome.
Me and Derek was customer number 3.
Really?
We were car
Remy?
number 3. It was Ramey, Strickler. I was the first one to actually bought one.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
I'm telling you, it was unbelievable. I mean, we had such a relationship with David and Ashley that we were family. I mean,
Yeah,
100%
yeah.
family. We did everything together.
They
race
treat
together.
they treat you like that too. I mean, they treat you. Ashley and David, even my wife calls up there, I call up there, and I mean David calls me Zack Attack. He's like, "What are you doing, Zack Attack?" I've got many nicknames. I mean, Zack Attack.
Some people call you asshole.
We
Asshole,
literally went
whatever.
to Scranton, Georgia. First time out in Cleveland. 4-day show. Big old Renegades Dirt show. And first 2 nights pretty good. I mean, it was the first time in the car, first time everything.
Yeah.
And I think we finished third one night, second next night, and then we won the big show.
Yeah, really?
Right off the bat.
Oh,
Right
wow.
out of that damn trailer.
Oh, that is cool.
Oh, it was just
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
And we won the manufacturing cup for Cleveland.
Really?
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
we
yeah.
went on that, and that set up the deal for that deal.
But then $11,000 there.
For us to go for 3 big titles that year. And we won 2 of them, and we should have won 3, but they scheduled the last one for the North and the South on the same day. So we had to pick 2.
Shoot.
So we finished second, or we won both. We finished second together.
Oh, that's cool,
But it
man.
was just literally me, Derek, and Ricky driving up the road all
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
We literally left on Wednesday, got back on Monday morning.
And got everything
We
ready
did
and
it.
run
We
out
just
again.
did it. I
Yeah.
mean, for a year, that's all we did was race. I come back and built 2 motors on Monday and Tuesday so we could get to the
Oh,
next
wow.
race.
Golly.
It was incredible.
You know what I always thought would be cool, and I couldn't do it now, of course, but I always would love to drive a rig for one of the Lucas guys.
Oh, yeah.
Up in at least 1 year, do it 1 year. I think that would be a blast,
We
man.
drove a 99 Dually ball train with
it,
a brand new lethal.
it don't matter how you get there.
Wild-ass motor.
Hey,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say nothing. We had a motorhome, and these guys, they've seen it. I know David's seen it. We had a motorhome.
Oh,
We
yeah.
traveled up and down the road.
Yeah.
You would literally go down the road, and the wall, it had so much water damage in it, you could see the road.
The road
when
was-
you go down, when you went down the road, the wall would be flopping in and out, and with an open trailer,
Yeah.
like a 20-foot open trailer.
You had that thing at 311 that time for the UMP race.
Yeah.
Body from hell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and, but yeah,
Still went.
and
Yeah.
I mean, my brother used to drive us around, and he would say, one of these days we're gonna be going down the road, and we're gonna be looking like the Flintstones. Our head's gonna be sticking out the top. Because the whole top's gonna cave in. I mean, the walls, you'd be going up the road like 65, 70 mile an hour, and the walls would just be sucking in and out. I mean, it was a pile of junk.
Yeah.
But, hey, it got us up and down the road, and we won. I mean, we won a South Championship, and
It don't matter how you get there.
yeah, I mean, now
Once
I
you
ain't
get there.
got much better. I just got a old work truck and a 30-foot or a 24-foot enclosure.
Right, well,
Hey, trailers don't win races.
trailers don't win
I
races.
promise you that. And we try to put all our money in the car.
Yep.
I had chassis
Now,
number.
speaking of that scrapping race, we was the only Dually with an enclosed trailer.
Oh.
Everybody else, every single car there, out of 50 cars, was all total.
With all toters and stackers.
All totals.
I love it.
Well,
Hey,
we,
that's like when Overton came to 311 one time in an open trailer. He had the Budweiser car waxed him.
Which one? Brandon?
Brendan Overton, yeah.
Brandon's just a guy.
Oh, yeah, yeah. He
But
He
waxed
yeah,
thinks I hate him, but I love him. So, I mean, I did tell him he was number 1.
everybody, if you've been racing, everybody's told everybody they're number 1 at least one time. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
He
absolutely.
treats us like, honestly, he treats me very like human.
Oh, Brendan's a cool guy.
I mean, he saves us parking spaces. He
Dude, I can see him at Charlotte today. He'd be like, his smile will get a mile long. What you doing, man? You know.
Yeah.
he went to Cherokee.
But yeah, there's 2 people that's really pushed me to the level of the UMP stuff. One of them is this man sitting to the left, and the other one's my dad. My dad told me that he would love to see me in something with a lot of horsepower at some point in time.
Well, there you go. You're going to have it.
And, I am a little nervous myself because everybody calls me troublemaker, and I will mash it.
You will. You are a pedal smasher. I didn't know that.
So we'll see what happens.
Yep. Yep.
I'm anxious, but at the end of the day, I got a little nerves in me. I'm a human. I'm just like anybody else.
Yeah.
It's no different nerves than when this one got on the racetrack.
Well, let's talk to that one. Your time's up. Abby Tate.
I've been cut off.
Abby Tate, what have you been doing, girl?
Tell them what you've been doing. Tell them
Nothing.
Tell them what you've been
You
doing.
should not never say nothing.
Say green
Been
point.
working on the go-karts. The correct answer, right?
Yes.
All right.
Trying to get better, ain't you?
Trying to get better.
Yeah.
When's your next race?
Actually, this Saturday.
This Saturday. Guess who's going to be there?
Nikki.
Nick's going to be there. And it's a big race, and he's going to have his trailer and everything there. Look, and I want to know how you did, okay? I won't be there, but I want to know how you did.
So you'll be the first one to know. Mama will text you.
Mama always messages me that night, lets me know how you did.
Yeah, this is her first year
Yep.
starting out. She Macy Jones, for anybody, it's Bobby Jones' daughter. She races go-karts. Her and Macy is really, I mean, they're like two peas in a pot.
Okay.
She says that how she wants to, but she said, I want to be like Macy, and I want to race go-karts, and Santa Claus brought her one, and I wanted to see if she'd stick it out, and she says it.
Yeah.
She's ready. She says, I'm ready to go. So,
There you go.
But a few weeks ago wasn't the time.
tell them what happened, say, guys.
Yeah, she got wrecked, didn't she?
Yeah.
I heard
Yeah,
about it.
Guys went out front of you.
But yeah, like soon as the green flag went out, I don't know what really happened, but it was just weird, and I popped them. I had nowhere to go.
Yeah.
I didn't.
But anyway, this
You're gonna get better. You just gotta get a little seat time. You gonna run one class or two classes this week?
so we're gonna start with one. If we do good in one, we'll go
I'll skip
tell them.
Yeah, but if I do good in the first one, I'll go to the second one. But if I don't do too good in the first one, I'm just gonna be done.
Okay. All right. Well, I hope you do good. Who you got to sponsor? Who you got to sponsor?
Tate Logan and Firewood. That's our business. Their business, and then Stokes Apparel, which did our merch. Steel Built Clutches and Randy's custom letters.
There you go.
And Jones Enterprise and Matthew Tilly Tires.
All right. You got a bunch of sponsors, don't you?
Sure.
All
We're trying
right.
to talk this man behind us over here to the left and build us a go-kart motor.
Yeah.
Please.
He's got. I believe.
Yay!
Well, there it is. Earl Ramey's gonna be building go-kart motors now.
Only for me. Only for me. No one else.
Well, I sure appreciate y'all coming down. I know it's a pretty good weight for y'all too.
Yeah, but I won't get lapped
I hope you
every
enjoyed.
week either.
You hear that? She won't get lapped every
She
week.
ain't gonna get lapped, but not with Earl Ramey motor. You won't. You'll be laughing.
I'll be lapping.
Yeah, that's right. So, thank y'all for coming down. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Y'all like another family to me. So I appreciate y'all. I love y'all to
I
death.
mean, that's what racing's all about, is just a family deal. I mean, I've surrounded myself and my family with people that is family oriented, that wants to be like that, and that's what's put us on the map, and put us where we're at.
There you go, brother.
My wife goes the first time up to Racecar.
See y'all trailer.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Thank you, buddy.
Good,
Thank
good
you,
luck.
Dave. Thank you, Earl. Everybody.
Thank y'all.
It's been fun.
There you go.
Yeah, he better get my motor done.
You won't be the last. It won't be the last time you're right.
At least it's in there.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it is. I noticed
It's in
over
the
to
territory.
right.
Yep.
Yep. It is on a. It has finally got on a cart, so maybe it'll be making some.
Headway.
Maybe we'll make some power.
There you go.
This is the man. If you need a motor, you need to go see him.
That's right. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much. Who do we got next? We are going on. This is the longest show in history.
Come on,
It's the longest
I
show
gotta
in
get up
history.
by 10 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah.
That gotta be a working day. So
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah. And who else have we got left? Mike, you coming on?
That's why
No.
I get my guys key.
Anybody else coming on tonight? You coming on? Okay, well, if you want to, it's up to you.
Both of y'all together.
Okay, yeah.
He thinks he can drive.
All right, we got.
So does Mike Gack.
Yeah, Mike.
We want.
Mike Gack can drive.
We want
not
pro.
like I can drive.
We want Profab on tonight too.
You
Yeah.
gotta come in here real quick.
Yeah. Come on in here real quick.
You gotta do the ball with the ball. Real quick.
Huh? Oh, a cash app.
You remember my Halloween costume you stole? I paid you back.
I had a blast. The only problem is I had to offset it.
All right. For the ones that don't know, I'm gonna let them introduce themselves, like I'm letting everybody do. First, William Baldwin. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
John Wayne.
John Wayne.
John Wayne.
It's the carburetor's fault.
I don't know what to say. Y'all got lucky I was here today.
Well, tell them what you do.
On Baldwin Performance Carburetor, and I've been here since 9 o'clock this morning.
9 o'clock.
Dynoing all day, had a heat stroke or two, and but making progress on the dyno. That's what it's for.
We done a show. Not well.
A couple years
It
ago.
seems like it's not too long ago, but it has been a couple years ago at your shop. So you still going strong?
Probably more than I really want to do. Honestly.
Well, hey, a lot of cars I know running the ball with carburetor. So business is good, huh?
Wide open all the time.
Wide open. I know you're tired, so I'll make this short and sweet for you.
I got the rest of my life.
There you go, brother. If somebody wants to reach out to you and get a carburetor from you, which way can they get in touch with you?
Man, about everybody knows who I am. I reckon, good or bad news, I'm all over it, right? BaldwinPerformanceCarbs.com, BaldwinCarbs@gmail.com, or 336-457-4244.
Okay. And you're located in, I don't even know what town I went to that time.
Advance, North Carolina.
Advance,
Right
that's
out of
where I
Clemens,
went.
Right out of Clemens.
Yep. And I know you got carburetors there all over the country, pretty much, right?
We're in 5 different countries.
5 different countries. Look at
That's
you.
what we're doing now. But spent the day down here today with Randy Poff and Chris and Randy Joyce.
Yep.
They've kind of been planning this out for some months now.
Yeah. And I know you pretty good, and I've seen you at racetracks and stuff, and I'm not joking when I say if somebody's running a pink carburetor or whoever carburetor, I'm not too familiar with the carburetor name, you're more willing to help out if they need help. I mean, it's not like, if
It don't matter.
it don't matter.
You're there to help.
That's right.
You know, it's no different if you broke down, had a flat tire with something on the way home, and I seen you, I'd stop and help you.
Right. And that's what I admire about you, man, because I've seen you do it before. I know a lot of people, and well, he drives a Longhorn chassis, and I drive a Rocket. I'm not going to do anything with him.
I've heard that.
You know,
we've had some trouble with that in the past for somebody thanking me on Facebook for helping them with another brand of carburetor, and the guy who actually built it got mad.
Yeah, and that's not what it's all about, dude. It's all about
it's a tight community.
That's right.
This is racing. This is local racing.
That's right.
In your backyard type stuff, and we all should stick together.
That's exactly right. Well, I appreciate you waiting around, man, and like I say, I know you're give out. You've been here since early this morning and stuff. I wanted to give you a shout out to it. I'm glad you come on and see me, man, and hang out with me.
I appreciate you having me. We're supposed to go test tonight at Friendship got canceled.
Yeah.
So we decided, since we were all here, me and Randy and Chris Joyce's, the Joyce's and them, we decided just to stay.
Well, I'm glad you
Get
did,
the
man.
free food,
Free food's always a plus.
It's always.
That's right,
I
man.
always like to thank Earl too for letting us come down. Anytime we need to do something, I'd schedule out with Earl. He just, lets us come on down and have the dyno for as long as we need to.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Because
sir.
as we learn, he learns.
Yeah. There you go, man. So I want to say thank you, man, and good luck this year with some carburetors. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, and have a safe trip back home.
You too, sir.
Thank you, sir. All right, man. Now we the pro, and a lot of race cars are running these headers now, man. And I I'm not a driver nor / car owner. I just like to talk about racing. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of cars. They're telling me if you ain't got proof apps, you're going behind, man. So tell me a little bit about yourself, man. Who you are and what you do.
I'm Andy Garris. We've been ProFab's been around 25 years. We started in the whole NASCAR business is where it originated from. Just in the last probably 10 years, we kind of started doing more short track stuff. We have more employees now than we ever have. We have more space now than we ever have. So we had the room to grow.
Right.
Before we had kind of building them, and it was just as needed or one-off deals. We never really advertised and did it.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But like I said, the last probably 5 to 8 years, something like that. We've been pushing it hard.
Yeah.
It's been good.
It has been good.
It's been really good.
I know. Not too long ago, man, I went on your website, and I was gonna get me a T-shirt, but y'all don't have Fat Boy T-shirts.
Oh.
Get Fat Boy T-shirts.
Well, we actually just got new T-shirts. Kane screen printing did them.
Okay.
They were freaking awesome.
Oh, really?
So I have all the way up to 4X now.
Okay.
So
we need to go one more. I'm fat, dude. I'm fat, dude.
Well, next time you need to remind me.
I got you.
Yeah. So we just did new shirts. They are online.
That's cool.
I'm thrilled with them. It has late models, drag cars. Kind of shows our variety of what we do at the shop.
Absolutely. Now, dirt track racing's not all you do, right?
As much as I feel like dirt track racing consumes a lot of our business or a lot of what we do, it's still only this big of our overall business.
Really?
Our two biggest is NASCAR and IndyCar.
Okay.
That's our two biggest markets. We do pro mod drag racing. We do asphalt late models, asphalt modifieds like your Bowman Gray, your Tour modifieds, Northeast dirt modifieds. We just recently started doing some midget and sprint car stuff. And, then we do all of 600 Racing's legend car stuff. So, everything from a legend car to an Indy car.
Right.
And Detroit Speed.
Oh, gosh, man. So you got
we...
You're pretty much all over the spectrum.
Yes, correct. Yeah. And we have to keep up with it all.
Right.
With technology changing, cars changing, chassis, motors, all kind of stuff changing. It just makes it real hard.
No doubt, dude. No doubt.
We got to kick Gatton out of here.
Oh, yeah.
It's kick him out.
Gat's trying to get with you.
Yeah. He's trying to mess with me. He's just mad because the first time I saw him and Todd, I thought they were together.
Oh, God. Oh, wow.
So, I think he's still a little hurt.
You'll never know when you find out. I'm kind of lost now, man. I don't know what to say now.
Yeah, they look just alike.
He's outside waiting on you now.
I know. Maybe I'll go out the back door.
Yeah, go out the back door.
Oh gosh.
But Earl's a dealer for you guys.
Still thinking about it. Disturbing.
Yeah. Earl's a dealer for you guys now. So if someone wanted to buy a set of ProFabs, this is where they would come to, or how else did they get in touch?
Yeah, so I always say, if you deal with a certain engine builder or a certain dealer, I always tell guys to deal with them. I don't want to take their business from them. There's a reason why we have dealers. Because if I had to deal with 10,000 people, I'd probably pull my hair out. So, we have dealers that help us with dyno stuff. I ain't got much left here. So I always tell people, if you deal with a certain dealer or an engine builder, whoever, get in contact with them. They'll contact us and get it through them. And that way, it supports them. It helps us because I only have to deal with one person instead of, 20. And, or you can also visit our website, www.profabrication.com. I do have, a ton of information on there as far as what fits what. Actually, our website we have now, I actually did myself. So we did it in-house.
Cool.
So we've done the best we can to make it user-friendly. That way you know what you're ordering.
Right.
You can always call me if you have any questions.
Lamar's also there, another guy up front. About what fits what before you order from the dealer to make sure you order the right thing. I don't mind answering questions from all. But I always ask guys, support the ones that support
Absolutely. Can you buy your merch on the website as well?
you. Yeah, absolutely. We have shirts.
I like those hats. I want to give you a hat there.
Yeah, you can take the one off the table here.
Oh, is that one?
Yeah, there's one on the table.
Oh, okay, yeah. Cool deal. Yeah, thank you.
So we'll have more hats. I took them off because we ran out, but we have more hats coming. And then obviously all of our shirts and stuff. Or if you see us at the racetrack.
Okay.
And I always make Bree sell shirts. She's my
she's a shirt seller.
Yeah, my shirt seller /
merch.
Yeah.
We call it merch seller now.
Correct.
Yeah.
She books all my hotels to make sure I keep straight.
There you
make sure I
go.
know where I'm going, right?
I got Nick for that one. Mine's not as pretty as yours. Something's going on here.
You look up on that dude.
Yeah, I didn't look up.
Mine, if I the other day I looked at her and I was like, hey, I'm going here, where am I staying at? She's like, I don't know, you booked that one. Oh, that ain't good. I probably messed it up.
Yeah. Well, man, I'm gonna tell you what, it's been a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm a big ProFab fan. Like I say, everybody I talk to, ProFab. You gotta have ProFab. So, I'm glad business is going good for you, man, and hope you sell a ton of them, dude.
Yeah, no, we're wide open, and we'll keep digging and keep making stuff better.
All right.
If you slow down, somebody else might pass you.
There you go, man. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you for coming on, dude.
Yep, no problem.
Thank you, man.
Yep.
All right, who we got left?
I'll back on.
I don't know what else to talk about.
You don't want to talk to me.
We've only went 2.5 hours. Jason Walls. Jason Walls. Here we go. No, Jason's not been on yet.
Jason's on the whole show.
I've been being a businessman.
Yeah.
That's a first.
Yeah.
Well, Brittany on vacation?
Yeah.
Oh, man. How come we always get the ugly one and don't get Brittany? I don't understand.
Somebody's gonna stand
They
on
don't-
the word.
They don't have a good enough beat button to get Brittany.
I had Ramey on something.
Yeah, really.
Do you have a picture of it? So we put it on the screen. You might have a ring shirt on. Or put a ring on.
Yeah.
A ring on
My
it?
shirt.
They put a
I
ring
got that
on it?
picture somewhere.
You did.
I got it somewhere.
You didn't think it was funny, though.
What?
Oh, I thought it was funny.
You didn't, because you didn't respond.
So, Jason Wall.
Brittany says she had cheerleading stuff to do tonight.
She did.
She's a cheerleader?
No, she's
Oh, water girl.
No,
Oh.
Nadaline's 100% girl. She likes
Oh.
cheerleading and
Oh.
all that stuff. So she's a little cheerleader for the school right there. And
Oh,
Britt's
okay.
kind of she's not really a coach, but she kind of helps all the cheerleaders and stuff like that at school.
Yeah, I got you.
Britt was a cheerleader back in the day. So
Yeah.
they do the cheerleading stuff. So
They lead the racing
all
stuff.
the racing stuff that they have to put up with through the year. I'm not going to say a word about the
That's right.
cheerleading.
That's
yet.
right. That's
Yeah.
right. So you just on a couple weeks ago, came to the house, man. Really enjoyed you. What's been going on, man?
Brittany says she is the cheer director.
Director.
Cheer director.
She's
all
the
right.
cheer director.
Anything that got her up from secretary like she is with Mid-East, I guess she just wants a little title, I guess.
Yeah, so she's cheer director, Mid-East tour director,
She's the Mid-East secretary.
secretary.
A lot of times she's the mediator.
Yeah.
No, she like I said the other night, Britt handles she handles a lot of the day-to-day stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
it's with 6 divisions now on the racetrack. It's
Yeah.
it's more than I can do.
Oh,
so
yeah,
she does a good job.
Yeah, no doubt.
So, but no,
I'm not going to tell you what she just said.
no, I can understand. It's like I say, it's the same thing if I was at home. But
Yes.
but no, it's I'll be honest with you, it's actually been it's been pretty calm the last month. I took the 4th of July weekend off, just kind of stayed around the house. Not much of nothing. Then we got rained out with a tour race at Fayetteville
Yeah.
the 9th. And then we was on vacation all week last weekend for Nadaline's birthday was Saturday. So
Okay.
we was at the beach for her birthday and we got back in town yesterday. Now we're getting wide open for the rest of the year.
Getting
So
ready to go Cherokee this weekend.
Cherokee Mid-East Summer Classic this weekend at Cherokee. To
Yeah.
shape it up to be a pretty good show. Got all the Mid-East divisions there this weekend,
Yeah.
a couple other divisions.
I've
So
actually got your flyer right there.
yeah, yep.
That's a big weekend for you guys at the Cherokee. Then of course we wound it back up at Friendship.
Yeah, then we're going to be back at Friendship on the 30th. Track work's coming along pretty good. All the rain last week. I know I was gone, but I know I talked to Mitchell about it every day. I know we got a lot of rain last week. Kind of got us behind on getting the track and everything together. But if it stays dry, at least medium, we'll get the track put back together. I know a couple people here have seen a picture today. Not many, but a couple people here have seen a picture that things are going to look a little different when we get back on the 30th. About to get everything done, just not quite got it done. Pretty sure we're going to have it done for the 30th, but like I said, it just depends on the weather. But I think we're going to be good to go.
I went 10-day forecast the other day, and it looked like only 1 or 2 days calling for rain. So.
I look at the weather on race day anymore. That's about it.
You know what? That's me. I was doing something and seen it, but so you're gonna be. This is pretty much your busy season coming up. You're getting ready to be wound up for the rest of the year, right?
Yeah, once we get going Saturday, I think we're pretty much somewhere every weekend through about Thanksgiving. We've got another couple of big races we're going to announce that we're going to do later this year. Of course, we're going to be I'll be at Wilkesboro the entire month of October. I'll be at Wilkesboro. The only weekend that Wilkesboro is not racing is we have a very good working relationship with Barry and XR. They're actually taking off the weekend of the state championship race at Friendship. So there'll be no racing at Wilkesboro on that Friday, Saturday. So
we got the 2-day that weekend.
2-day that weekend.
That'll be our last. That's our season closer, right?
That's what everybody says.
Well, maybe not.
That's the last race on the schedule.
That's the last
scheduled race. But me and Mitchell, we subject to do something crazy. Everybody was asking me the other day if we was, digging the asphalt up. I will just tell you right now, we was not digging the asphalt up, and you just don't never know when you might see an asphalt race at Friendship.
I've heard that already.
Like I said, crazier things have happened. We've been known to try to promote some crazy races. So, all these asphalt tracks putting dirt down to go dirt racing. We might do the opposite. We gotta be different. You
gotta buy a set of Goodyear from somewhere. Ain't that what they run now? Goodyear. I don't know what kind of asphalt cars run.
Yeah, asphalt. Well, the NASCAR. Most of the short track stuff's either Hoosier. I mean, So, well, like I said, we're just trying to be outside the box, thinking some different stuff. You just don't never know what you'll see us do.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, you're a big part, and I want to say thank you. I'm going to be absent for, I don't know if anybody's told you, I'm going to be absent for a couple of weeks up at Friendship when we go back. But I want to thank you, man. You're a big part of making Friendship work this year, the way it's worked. And you and Mitchell's worked great together, dude. And as far, and I've told you this time and time again, I wouldn't want to be Jason Walls for nothing in this world. You got your hands full every day of the week. You either got somebody, ain't no kids, you got somebody bitching, or you got somebody, moaning. And dude, I envy you, and I appreciate you for what you do for dirt racing, dude.
We're trying to do what we can for the whole racing in this whole area, because we all see Facebook, we all see everything, and see track shutting down here and track shutting down there, and it's getting worse every year. I mean, it's all I've ever done. That's all I know. So we'll do whatever we can to try to do what we can to keep it in this whole general region, not just this area, but the whole region. We got a couple of new things we're going to be doing next year. Mid-East will be expanding again. There's no point just being a half-ass. We'll just be a complete dumbass.
And Earl Ramey said something about a Mid-East UMP tour next year. I don't know.
I
would love to have UMP. But
I think Jason can make it happen.
I'm out on the UMP stuff. I know I'm not saying there might not be a race or two. I'm open to races, but as far as divisions, I'm good on my modified division. I'm pretty good on my modified. Like I said, that's what got me here. So I don't really want to mess with the modified stuff.
If we can get them started in a race and finish a race this year, they're going to be doing good.
There's going to be some changes when we come back on the 30th. We'll get with everybody on that when we get to the racetrack. But we're going to do a couple things different just to try to help with the show, because I mean, everybody's seen it. I mean, it's no secret. So,
Yeah.
but we're gonna change some things, talk to some people. So we're gonna do things a little bit different. Just
Right,
you know,
right.
it'll get better.
Right.
I mean,
Well, like I say, I sure appreciate you, Jason. Appreciate you coming on, dude.
oh yeah.
I'm not going to be gone from Friendship long. I'm coming back. Don't get rid of my job in
I ain't
Victory
gonna
Lane.
do your job now.
Don't get rid of my job.
I mean, we're not that way.
I know
You
that.
It's yours until you tell me you don't want it.
I know
So,
that. I appreciate that. But I'll be back. And thank you. And Brittany, thank you for everything you do. I know you're not here tonight. I wish you was here tonight because I like having conversations with Brittany. Me and her have some good conversations, making fun of you and stuff.
That's okay.
But thank her as well for everything she does. And you know, because I know y'all have your hands full, like I said.
It's amazing because Brittany can say it and everybody listens. Jason can say it,
Nobody listens. That's right.
That's
right.
I'm not even going to act like I argue that. The drivers' meeting that Britt talks is way quieter and calmer than anything anybody else
Yeah.
does.
Brittany says, who are we going to have in Victory Lane?
Maybe Nick have to run down there.
Nah, we'll find a special guest somewhere.
There you go. There
We'll
you
get
go.
Mike Gann to come back up
Mike
there and do
Gann.
He can special.
Yeah.
Hey,
You need-
we
You
might.
need
There's,
to Randy in to get the mic.
Yes.
well, I said, well, I'm open to some special guests.
That's
You know,
right.
we'll try something.
But it's my job.
It's your job. Yeah, it's your job.
And Mike, while you're sitting there, man, I don't think I've ever met you personally, but I know you had Friendship last year, and I appreciate you everything you did for dirt racing when you had the track and stuff, man. Kept it going and everything like that, and I appreciate that. Thank you, man.
I will say, Mike's a super great guy. He not only take the friendship stuff out because they did a really good job of what they done, but just the people and the other stuff that Mike does behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Really helps.
Oh,
A ton
absolutely.
of racing.
Absolutely.
And I mean, there's a lot of people like Mike that don't get the recognition they need for the stuff that they actually do
Yeah.
that they don't want anybody to know
Right,
about. But
right.
it takes a lot of people like that, and he's one of them. They really,
Yeah.
like I said, you see Gatton towing on a lot of
A
people.
lot of
and I'm
people's
sure
race
that
cars.
I'm sure that it's been helpful people that's not on their car.
Absolutely.
But like I said, people like that is what really makes this whole deal
That's right.
go from week to week. It really does.
That's right. That's right.
Brittany says, thank you for all you do, David. I appreciate everything you've done for us and for Friendship this year.
Well, you're welcome, Brittany, and I appreciate that. And I continue. I will continue to do it. I promise you. I'll be back. I'll be back. So, thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. And so, does anybody else want to get on tonight? We're done. Chatty Musgrave, you're not getting back on. You're done.
I got it.
Mike Gatton says no.
Now, Teddy,
Tony Pannell is just talking 2 minutes.
Tony Pannell.
yeah, Teddy can't come back on. He ain't got enough hands to hold all of his beers.
Yeah, I know, right?
Look, he's coming in
He's
here.
slide in here right now. There's a lot of beers. I had to start drinking my wife's beer.
Yeah.
I would like
You've
to
been
thank
drinking that all
Jason.
night.
Yeah.
I've been watching.
I would like to thank Jason for giving us a series to run this year.
Is that White Claw?
No, it's not. This is vagina beer.
Put
Oh.
a name on it.
But anyway, I would like to thank Jason for giving us a series to run this year. I know he's got a lot of flack from other people, whatever else. But you know what? Jason gave us a place to race. All we can ask for right now.
Yeah.
He's given us a series to run. There's only a few races, 8, 10 races, whatever it is. But I'm super happy to support him when I can afford it, and when he hires. But there's just not a lot to do right now, guys. Like you gotta support what's here.
Yeah.
Honestly, you gotta support. If there's somebody giving us a shot, you gotta go support it. Like I said, I didn't go to Fayetteville. I didn't go to the first race of Friendship, but it's few and far between right now with what you can do. I mean, unless you run
Yeah.
Lucas Oil or World of Outlaws, and you see World of Outlaws canceling.
Well, that's what I've been doing, running Lucas Oil. I mean, but
Yeah,
you know.
exactly. Shorthorn now. The Shorthorn? Yeah.
Yeah.
Earl, when you get the Shorthorn.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here.
Shorthorn.
Yeah. So, no, thank you, Jason, and the whole Mid-East series. Like, it's like I said, it gives us something to look forward to and
Yeah.
put on. And
Yeah.
I'm going to support as much as I can, as much as I can afford, and we all got to pull together right now. Keep
That's
the
right.
car counts up. Keep the negativity down.
Down.
On Facebook,
Yep.
Instagram, and Twitter.
Yep.
If the track's bad, okay, whatever.
Yep.
If you don't like somebody's call, whatever. But you know what? That's all we got. Like,
Talk
we all
to him like a man.
Yeah, like
You
if
know?
you got a problem, don't get on Facebook and say, "Oh, Jason Wall's this, Jason Wall's that."
Yeah.
Don't talk to him.
Yep.
Talk to whoever.
Yep.
I'm just glad to go run it, and
Jason-
Jason ran one of them, but we're running it this weekend, and we're looking forward to it.
Well, I will say this, Jason and Brittany Walls ain't never been nothing but good to me, and I ain't got no bad word to say, and I don't want to hear. Oh, you know, I don't like it. I won't hear nobody say nothing bad about it.
If you have to, you got somewhere to run, man.
That's right.
You could be sitting in the house right now going, what are we going to do next week?
That's right. We could be twiddling our thumbs.
Race, put up a good purse.
Yep.
Let's go do it.
We could be twiddling our thumbs right now. So,
Absolutely.
right. All right.
Thank you, David.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you,
the man.
Teddy.
Go back. And
That's right. Go Pack, go.
get your butt back to the track.
Well, we're gonna be back. We'll be back soon.
We'll see this
Appreciate
guy.
that, man.
I'll be there.
Yeah, he'll be there.
Thank you.
Thank y'all, man. Thank you, Teddy. All right. Well, Mr. Purnell, you gonna come on?
I'll let Tony have my seat.
All right. One last guest tonight. We ain't been going but for 2 hours and 40 minutes. We're on a roll. We saved the best for last right here.
Best for last.
That's right. Save the best for last.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna do you just like I do everybody. Introduce yourself. Tell them what you're all about.
My name is Tony Purnell. My son is Dalton Purnell, and I used to race years ago and kind of slowed down on racing because my son wanted to take over and do a little racing himself, and he's been doing pretty good. You know, we have our up and downs just like everybody else.
Yep, that's right.
You know, I sit here and listen about people talking about the track. Sometimes they ain't that good. Sometimes they're perfect. When it comes to racing, they ain't a perfect track every weekend.
I've never seen a perfect dirt track.
No.
I,
They may hit it one weekend pretty good, and the next weekend it may not be there.
a track changes 10 times a night. I don't care what got asphalt, dirt, whatever it is.
It's always a perfect dirt track.
Well, you know.
When you're sitting in the stands, it is.
Yeah, that's
When
right.
you're in the car and out there behind the wheel on the track,
Yeah.
you know, you get some ruts here and there, and
Yeah.
when you roll off in there and hit them ruts, and you don't know which way that car is going to go, and you rub up against somebody, and a lot of times they get mad at you, and they want to argue and fight and all that stuff. I mean, a lot of that stuff happens on accidents, and a lot of people don't think about it, don't realize it.
Yeah, well,
We don't go out there to intentionally wreck somebody, because if we do, we tearing up our car just as much as we tearing up the next car.
and that's what I was getting ready to say. In today's world, for some reason, everybody wants to fight with their race cars and stuff. Back in my days, you got out of the car and you busted somebody's nose.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it was over. You went and have steak dinner next week. So,
That's and some of the people that I ran with and run into and stuff, through the years, we ended up being good friends.
right. Yeah, and that's the way it used to be. But what division do you guys run?
We run the Cruise Street Stock division.
Okay.
Car 96. My son, Dalton Purnell, drives it. We run go-karts when he was little, and then he decided to run 4 cylinders, and he done pretty decent at it. And he hit the wall down at Gaffney one night in Young Guns, and it kind of scared him, and he quit racing at 12. I put him in the car when he was 10.
Yeah.
And then he told me he wasn't ready. Then we put him back in the car at 12. And like I said, he done pretty decent. And he hit the wall, and it scared him. And, he decided he wasn't going to race no more.
Mm-hmm.
And when he turned 17, he decided he wanted to race again. And I never would have figured he'd get back in the race car.
Well, that bug never leaves you.
And he was in the race car probably 3 or 4 times. I took him to Carolina Speedway Shriners Night weekend, or I think it was on Tuesday night or whatever it was they had it on. And the Joker went out there and led every lap and won the race.
I tell you something. Wow. But that's pretty darn cool. I know the street stocks, dude, they put on some of the best racing there is at a racetrack. I know Gaffney and Carolina, man, they really get busy down there.
We do most of the only thing he really wants to do is do most of the Mid-East traveling series.
Yeah.
And that's what we've been kind of concentrating on. And,
We done pretty good. We've been to Charlotte several times. The first year we went to Charlotte, Earl done the motor in it, and Devon Mitchell and Damon Crump and Dalton turned the third fastest lap up against two of the big boys that's been racing for years. And he turned the third fastest lap.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
I'm really proud of that. I took a picture of it and I saved it on my phone.
Yeah, shoot, yes.
I was really proud of that moment. He young gun and not really knowing how to do everything, and turned the third fastest lap against them two boys. I was really proud.
That's something to be proud of, man. I know I got a couple buddies. Caleb McLaughlin.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Ricky Green. Yeah, but I was thinking of Randy Benfield. I'm kind of sort of familiar with that class. Like I say, y'all put on some of the best racing there is. I mean, hands down.
Well, that's changed a lot because basically when we started, it was just great sports.
Yeah.
And then they went to these newer cars that's got screw jacks and all that in the front. We already had it in the rear, we just didn't have it in the front. And I don't know why they would let them all go to that. Because it really ain't no advantage other than really being able to adjust the car easier.
Right.
You got the screw cups in the front. You got to take the front end apart, screw the thing together, put it back together, set it on the scales, and then you may have went too much.
Yeah.
Or not quite enough. So you have to take it back on the scales, take it apart, redo it, put it back on the scales.
Oh, yeah.
These screw jacks, man, it's so much easier.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm old school, man. I wish they would go back to the Camaras, the Novas, the old, clip car. I just like them a whole. I mean, no, I'm not. I don't want to sound like I'm down in the division or anything. I just like them a whole lot better. I like to see them Camaras, breaking out sideways in the corners and stuff. That was always good stuff.
Me and Dalton, when he was real little, he 6, 7, 8 years old, we was going up to Carolina, sitting in the stands, and I sat there looking at that track. We sat up there about 2 or 3 years. I said, I think I can do that.
Yeah.
So I went and bought me a Nova. I got that thing back to the house. It was race ready. And a buddy of mine come over. He said, how you going to set that car up? I said, I don't know what you're talking about.
You put a roll cage in it and set the tire pressure to 10 pounds.
Yeah. I said, I'm just going to drive. He said, what's this or what's this on setup? Or how much pressure you got on this or this and this? I said, man, I don't have a clue what you're talking about. And he ended up helping me because he knew more about racing than I did. His name's Robbie Laughlin. And he helped me a lot. And he had kids and I had kids. And, when the kids are young, they go have different things to do. And so he had to go do stuff with his kids. And I understand. And I had stuff to do with my kids.
Yeah.
And, we kind of grew apart a little bit. But now we start to come back together because his kids are grown and my kids are grown.
Yeah.
So actually, me and Robbie, Mike Gatton, we went to East Lincoln Saturday, set up in the stands and watched the race. And we both, all 4 of us, Brandon Doctor was there. I think when we left, we had the best time at the racetrack. We had
Hey, sometimes it's.
Well, there was 2 reasons we had a good time. 1, we didn't have to spend no money.
That's right.
2, we didn't have to be out in no sheet metal the next day.
That's exactly right.
Next weekend.
That's right. Sometimes that's the funnest time when you're just there rooting them on.
That's just what you got to do.
That's
just
what
go
you
and sit and then just watch and observe everything.
That's right. Well, I know you got some sponsors, man. You want to go ahead and throw those sponsors out?
Yeah, we got Earl Ramey Racing Engines.
That's towing.
That was towing, and I own Tony's Garage and towing, so he ain't giving no money yet, but I will put his name on the car. I ain't prejudiced on what name on the car. Now, if he wants to get us some money, that's fine with me. I'll put his name over top of mine.
There you go.
It depends on how much he wants to give.
There you go.
And we got Steve the Tring Chassis. he helped me a lot on my cars, and I'm real appreciated it. And me and him kind of party ways, and he's got a grandson and trying to do a farm deal, so he wants to kind of do that now. So, you know, if that's what he wants to do and where his heart needs to be, that's where it needs to be.
That's right.
We got Langley's Body Shop. We got who else we got? It's ETA. It's an ambulance place. What they do is actually we take the bodies off the old trucks and put them on new trucks for them. They give me a little bit of money.
Yeah.
Let's see. Trying to think who's all right there. Old Terry, the Barnyard. They do a little bit for us. But Earl Ramey, he does their engines and does a real good job. And I really never did know Earl. And my son Dalton, he decided when we get a crate motor, he wanted Earl to do it. And I said, I don't even know Earl. And my son, yeah, Dalton and Derek, his son knew Earl's son. They friends and they talk a lot and stuff. They hunt and all that stuff. And after Earl done our motors, me and Earl become good friends, and we hang out, you know, off the track, and not even have nothing to do with racing.
Right.
We've been to the beach and stuff together. We went to the river together out on our boat. Was it last weekend, weekend before last? And have a good time, you know.
That's what it's all about, dude.
It's not always about racing.
It's not.
A lot of times it's all about just getting together, having a good time.
That's right. Exactly. Well, man, I sure wish you luck for the rest of the year. I know y'all run down there to Carolina and Gaffney, sort of south from us.
Yeah.
So we ever down that way, man, I'll be pulling for y'all.
Well, I appreciate it. We love all the fans we can get.
There you go, man.
Because if it wasn't for the fans and people cheering us on, it wouldn't be no exciting.
There you go. There you go.
They trying to retire me, so I don't guess I might not be back in the race car. Then again, I might be.
Don't never say never, right?
They keep calling me too old. Earl kept saying I ain't no good, but hey, it don't hurt to ride around the back and have fun.
That's right.
Like that.
Yeah, like that.
Hey, I'm out there. You're not.
Oh.
Well, I would be, but I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna go there.
Well, man, thank you so much for coming on with us.
Thank you,
It's
sir.
nice meeting you, man. I appreciate you, and good luck.
All right, we appreciate it.
All right, thank you,
sir.
man.
That was a long show.
That was a long show, my man. We ain't done. Thank y'all. Thank you, Randy.
I actually got
Randy, thank you, Earl.
Want to race this weekend?
So what?
I got an Earl Ramey motor want to race this weekend.
You got an Earl Ramey motor?
Racing Modifieds was at East Lincoln. Bobby Jones picked up.
Bobby Jones did pick up a wheel. Willie Milliken picked up a wheel. Yeah. So
And Danny finished. But he was coming. Well, they did tell me Danny was coming.
what did I tell y'all? If you ain't running an Earl Ramey motor, you get lapped. I mean, plain and simple. You're getting lapped.
Do what we can do.
No, you get lapped.
We're not perfect.
You about damn near perfect. And you're a good friend of mine, Earl. You're a real good friend of mine, Earl. I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for
Seriously. All these people, like, have to keep thinking. Have to keep this thing going. We're all going to support you, no matter what. Take up responsibility. This one and that one.
well, I would love that.
You really did.
Well, good. I appreciate that.
No, but it helps the race.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean,
Absolutely.
seriously, last night, Danny,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I think it's awesome. And Danny is the shit.
I mean, it's based to be on the local guy.
It's-
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
what it's all about.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
I'm
I mean, you guys do it.
Well, thank you, man. Well, without y'all, we would be nobody. So, and we thank y'all. We appreciate y'all, and we love y'all. And you know, I just feel like our racing is a big family. And no matter what happens or whatnot, we're gonna be here. We'll still dig. And I appreciate y'all. And that happens. That happens. That happens. But I don't think me and Nick's ever fought yet.
Not yet.
He's always right. Yeah.
Never say never, you see.
Thank you.
Earl, for having stayed.
Thank you. We appreciate y'all. Yeah. If we had air conditioning, maybe we have air conditioning next time.
Steve Cameron has fucking It just, I know.
Who cares?
I just
This is Earl motherfucking Ramey, and I don't care.
And let me tell you something. I love Steve Cameron. I mean, we are like,
Yeah, I know you are.
really good. We're good.
Yep.
We're competitors. We're in the same business. But you know what?
There's
We
enough to
talk
go around.
nonstop. It's all good.
That's right.
I'm not after everybody's business.
That's right.
It is what it is.
There's enough to go around.
There's enough to go around.
That's right.
Thank y'all.
Thank y'all.
Thank you, Earl.
Well, guys, go ahead.
We got races coming up.
Yep.
Blue Ridge Outlaws will be at Sumter Speedway this coming weekend. I think it's right, July 23rd.
July 23rd.
Yeah, this weekend.
State line, July 23rd. Barry Cobb Senior Memorial Saturday night shootout at State Line Speedway.
I think I've got it too. Hold on. Yep, right there it is. Barry Cobb Ultimate Saturday Night Special Series.
Yep.
Of course, Clone 450. The 450 class.
Dale, I will not be at State Line, unfortunately. Nick will be there, and BJ, he will have the money for the what we talked about with the decal. So
Yes,
I'll
be there.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, Dale, but
extra heavy ace is what they call it. It's the 450 class. 1,000 win guaranteed.
Yep, 1,000 to win guaranteed. So that's going to be pretty big for those guys. Probably be a packed house at State Line this week. We'll come with Friendship. We'll start back again the 30th of July and be wide open again.
Of course, Mid-East Summer Classic is this weekend at
Cherokee Speedway, that's right.
And it will be live on Mid-East TV.
Mid-East TV. And I know Chris Joyce is going. I know Dalton Jacobs is going. I know a few that's going to go to that. So Teddy Musgrave is going. Yep. So that should be a pretty good race.
They got all of the big.
Yeah. Yep. There's a lot of people going. That will be a huge show. So good luck to everybody going down there.
Special thanks again for Earl Ramey having us down and Fresh Chef Restaurants.
Yep. For feeding us. Yep.
Preparing food.
Yep. Treating us like kings. Thank you, Earl, for everything you do for us. We appreciate everybody, man. And just to go through our sponsors real quick.
You want to pay the bills one more time?
Let's pay the bills one more time.
You ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think I can remember. I can remember them.
It all depends on what order.
Oh, that's right. You got to put them in order. That's right. Sorry. Nick Roberts scoring. NRS race scoring. What can I say about him? He's going to be taking over for me for a little while. Like I said, though, I will be back. Thank you, Nick, for everything you do in racing. Look for the NRS trailer at State Line Speedway Saturday and Friendship Speedway the 30th.
Earl Ramey Racing Engines out of Mooresville, North Carolina. Maximum Oil Racing dealer and ProFab headers and exhaust dealer. Go check out Earl Ramey for all your horsepower needs.
Randy's Custom Lettering in Wanacue, North Carolina. Vinyl adds horsepower. You ain't running Randy's wraps. You're running behind. Give them a call, Randy and Chris, 336-591-9301. Even with them all.
Gann's Race Cars and Parts. That's Philip Gann out of Mayhew, North Carolina. All your fabrication and parts needs. Too Fast for U Embroidery. That's Tangy Gann. In-house for all your embroidery needs at Gann's Race Cars and Parts.
Tate Logging and Firewood. Zach Tate and family, one great family. If you need the land cleared, need some firewood, give them a call. Blue Gap, North Carolina, 336-757-6706.
Friends at R&B Enterprise for all your automotive needs. Call Ricky and Dustin Brim at 336-427-7425.
Where is Dustin Brim?
Dustin Brim is MIA. He's being a daddy. We got to let him off. He's being a daddy. Yeah, he's got to let him off the hook. Andrew's Mowing and Landscaping for all your mowing and landscaping needs. If you go check out Andrew's Facebook page for some of his work, class, top-notch work. 336-624-8357. I'm sorry, I can't see. I'm blind.
Travis Lawson with Stokes Apparel. That's First Place Merch for all your apparel needs. First Place Merch is his racing line. Stokes Apparel for all your other. He'll carry your shirts, hats, sweatshirts, whatever you need for your merch. Give him a call and check him out on Facebook at Stokes Apparel and at stokesapparel.com.
And our Joey Smith at JBS Builders for all your building needs. Give Joey a call, Wanna Cove, 336-712-6049.
That's everybody.
That's everybody. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Super long show tonight, 3 hours. It was the record. It was the record. I don't know how many viewers we had. It was a bunch, I'm sure.
It stayed pretty constant at 36
Really?
live viewers, but like I said, it's coming on and off.
Yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in. Nick will be on next Monday night. Will you? I guess you will be.
Hopefully we'll be.
Hopefully we'll
I
be.
ain't had this thing set up at the house in a long time.
I will be back in a couple weeks, guys. So I promise you. And we're gonna be better than ever. But I will see you next time. Nick, take us out of here.
Remember, guys, if you're not at a dirt track, it's your own asphalt.
Love you guys.